Yesterday night, I just really relaxed the last 2 days, and then I think I was telling you earlier that whatchamacallit, I had a truck. My truck for work was so annoying.
Mm-hmm. What was it so annoying? Is it normally annoying? Because that sounds like it's annoying normally.
No, so it was just annoying because of the fact that there's just too many pallets. That's all it was. It's just too many pallets. It's like for example, I have way too many vitamins they sent me. Then it's allergy season, so they gave me an overabundance of allergy, like stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just tired. And then I took a little nap, and then, excuse me, that didn't help because I took a nap longer than I wanted to, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should not have done that.
What's a normal nap time for you? Because a normal nap time for me is like 2 hours. Like, I like a 2-hour nap.
I try to be no more than an hour because anything longer than that, I get groggy. That's why I'm drinking soda at this time just to wake me up.
I've heard, like, I think what I've read before is like 45 minutes is a sweet spot, or maybe it was like 25. I don't know what anybody else who maybe knows what that, like, how much is a good nap, because I know 2 hours is not a good nap, but I have a freaking horrible sleep schedule. In fact, that's part of my problem. I can't get to my freaking shit because I haven't really slept much in the last couple of days, because last night I went and saw my brother play finally for a long time. Really awesome. I'm trying to get my shit together here, but we drove like 2.5 hours right after I worked a full day, and it was awesome. Saw them in like Columbus, Ohio. Pretty freaking spectacular. If I had to say, I don't know. Nobody would ever know who they were, so they're called the Bellwether Syndicate. I'm trying to actually have them as background now of music, but it's just not working because nothing's working. In fact, I lost a very important piece of my whole thing, but it's okay. So let's just do this right. Let's just get to it. So, all right,
cool.
About your siblings, real quick. Do you have any like? What's your deal with your siblings?
Well, my brother lives in Texas, and my sister lives 11 to 12 blocks away from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
My mom lives in New York. I've been trying to get her to live with me ever since my father passed away, but she's stubborn, so it is what it is.
Oh, really? Why do you?
And
like, I'm not.
because so ever since my dad passed away years ago, she's just changed dramatically, and it's one of those things, like, it's concerning. She does things that's concerning. It's one of those things, like, if you talk to her, she gets very defensive. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to argue with you anymore, but understand whatever we talk about is because I love you, not because I want her to feel like I'm putting her down or anything like that. But it's just, unfortunately, it's just one of those things that ever since my dad died, she's just a whole different person. Like, I don't even know who this person is.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the reality I face. So it's like, it is what it is.
I'll tell you what, though, it's pretty interesting because every family is totally different. And seeing my brother last night, honestly, Andy, if I could be quite honest with you, I've had more conversations with you than I've had with, like, my brother at all growing up. It wasn't until, like, I was way after, like, into my 20s that I actually got to really spend any time with him. And honestly, I idolized him growing up because he was like that musician. He was in Christian Death, and he went through, like, all these different musician projects, and he just lived, like, however he fucking wanted to. And, you know, you brought up that New Year's post, and that's kind of why we're doing this tonight. So it's kind of like an opportunity. I saw him play last night. I drove to, like, Akron before, which isn't as far, but I honestly, doing this tonight, probably would have went to Michigan, but it's okay. It's not a big deal because we're.
Nah, I get you.
So I think we've spent enough time letting everybody get in, because I know we had some poets who wanted to come in and read. But since, Andy, this is our first time doing this, and also because I was so late, I got to make sure it was worth it for everybody. Honestly, I just wanted people to have time to get in, settled. I wanted to start our open coffee house because the vibe tonight is like that coffee house. Kick back, share what you want. We want you to come in. If you're coming in to read, we're not just going to let you say something and get the fuck out. No. So, Andy, we want you you know what we want them to do when they come in? We want them to introduce themselves, right? Who they are, like why you were here, why you want to share, if you feel like it. Now, again, you do whatever you want, right, Andy? You want them comfortable, right? When they're sharing.
No, exactly. Yeah. So let's just have a good time. Like,
absolutely. So first, let's go down with some ground rules for our little coffee house tonight. First of all, we're going to have offensive or aggressive language. This is a cool, chill vibe, everybody. Andy, we're all on the same page with that one. Two, again, so if you want to come in, we're going to let you come in. In fact, we want to hear from you. I think you're already sick of hearing my voice, but that's okay, because I'm going to make you hear me a little bit more before we start. Two, tell us who you are, share what you want, and then we'll chat a little bit, and then we'll kick you out, and then we'll keep going. Additionally, Andy, I know we have a couple of people who could not make it tonight, and they gave us some pieces, and then we had a couple of people who didn't feel like they wanted to, or they thought we should give it a little go. So without further ado, I would like to start tonight with reading one of like lyrics. Andy, this is an honor to you, because this song, while it comes from the band Census Fails, it's called To All the Crowded Rooms, and it just really encompasses psychopath. Again, I have to sleep, but this is going to be all for you, Andy. All right? Thank you for doing this with me. It's To All the Crowded Rooms, and it's because of the vibe we're trying to make with our friends, the poets here. If you know somebody that's supposed to be here and that's not here, let them know. Get their ass here. And you ready, Andy? You ready, Andy?
All right. All right, let's do this.
I don't lie, I love you all, I do, and all of you dancing, just don't be afraid to fall. It's true, we will catch you in open arms when you're tired and alone. My life is better than it ever was. My life is better than it ever was, and I'll give blood to your dry veins. We do this for the passion and not for the fashion or fame. We will capture you in open arms when you're tired and alone. My life is better than it ever was. My life is better than it ever was. This could be your home when you're all alone, tired and desperate. My life is better than it ever was. I came out a little bit early there, Andy, because I'm a little too excited. Because, you know, totally the vibe was great. Andy, this is my official audition to be in our side project with you. The band we wanted to create, right, Andy, when we're done kicking it off?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to all the crowded rooms, I say you gave me a home anyway. To all the crowded rooms, I say you gave me a home anyway. To all the crowded rooms, I say you gave me a home anyway. To all the crowded rooms, I say, I'll give you a home anyway. I'll give blood to your dry veins. I'll give blood to your dry veins. To all the crowded rooms, I say, to your dry veins. You gave me a home anyway. My life is better than it ever was. My life is better than it ever was. This can be your home when you're all alone, tired and desperate. Tired and desperate. So, Andy, am I in? I'm a little green. Never done that before. Andy.
Yeah. No, this is awesome, though.
And that just kicks up the vibe. This is our home. when you're all alone, we're all tired. I'm fucking tired. I saw my brother. We connected family. We're here. We're family. So let's kick this off. Why don't we pull somebody in? Let's switch things up. I think I've done a little too much. I need to take a little step back. We're sick of my voice, but it's all right. Plus I need a little break. I can't believe I fucking did that for everybody out there. So again, we're fucking doing shit this year. Open mic. Don't forget, next week we're having an album release party. So let's do this, Annie. Do we have anybody ready to come in yet? Because if not, I wanted to open up with, while you're pulling up the first person, I did want to share one at-home poet real quick. It's a short one. So while you're taking care of Annie's behind the scenes, he's getting our first guest spot up. I have a poem sent to us by our friend who, I don't know if you know him or understand that him and his family are going through a lot. He couldn't be here tonight, but he said this poem he really wanted to showcase, and he asked me to honor him by showcasing. Who is this? Who is it? I'm sorry. It's Evocations of Eric. So if somebody can go ahead and put that guy's handle out there for me, otherwise I'll just take care of it when I'm done. But he shared this one with me to share with you all tonight. There's no title on it. So I am just a lonely tree. I don't go to people, they come to me. To shelter themselves from the heat of the sun, they hang off my branches just for their fun. They carve their names deep in my bark and always leave when it starts getting dark. I wonder when I die and I'm thrown to the flames, will anyone remember the hot summer days or hours of play and cut names and hearts fading away? I'm withered, I'm weathered, the leaves leaving me, just another day for a lonely tree.
Nice.
So we took it to a whole another, we kind of took it down a little bit. We took it down a little bit with the vibe, but that's kind of how this coffee house rolls, you know? Sometimes you roll in with a surprise kick-ass song for no reason, and then you come in with like a power piece like that. And he shared this one with me because he says this is the one he really likes. You know, as a poet, I think almost like bowlers and golfers, we kind of hate ourselves a lot, so we never like anything. I know I hate everything I do.
Right.
I'll cry later tonight for what I just did. But sometimes there's some things we like. And I think the poem that shared with us from our friends who couldn't read or were maybe for whatever reason unable to or afraid to step up to the plate. I got a PSA for that later. They shared a lot of things that they said was those things that they were proud of.
Awesome. All right. Yes, I put on the thing. I guess somebody needs to go and request so I can pull you in.
Okay.
Unless I could just drag whoever, I don't care. I'll just pick somebody on the spot.
The people who had already requested to come in, are those people available? Like the Poet's House, are you ready to step up, Maria? Because I think you might be an amazing person to kick it off. If you
say that again. That what?
I'm saying Maria La Poetess. I know she said that she was definitely interested in popping up. I know she's a fellow Leo like me. I think she would definitely showcase the stage if she's ready. She go ahead and go. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Maria, you could just request to come. No. That's how we're gonna do this tonight. You're gonna request to come in until we figure out something else.
Yeah.
And if not,
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll put someone in. I don't care, but I don't. Wait. What just happened? Something weird just happened here. Okay. Hey, so something weird just happened. Do you hear me? Hear me? Yeah. Shit. Okay, see, wait, you hear me now?
I hear you loud and clear.
Oh my God, yeah, my thing's acting up at the moment. I apologize.
No, don't apologize. I just said there was a spirit tonight. My phone went off. I'm telling you, it's some spirit stuff going on. I'm telling you, if they're moving my stuff, they're making things go off, and your sound just went off when I was talking about it. So anyways, while Andy, I actually have another piece that somebody shared with me that they wanted us to put on the spot. and I'll go ahead.
Wait, question. No, my bad. Sorry, no.
No,
So,
Andy, they gotta deal with us. This is our first open mic. This is how it goes.
no, I know. Okay, wait. So who? Okay,
Yeah, what's up, Andy? What do you want to do?
wait. No, my bad. It just Edward says Billington did it. I mean, okay. Okay, who wants to go first? Whoever wants to go now, please request so I can request you, or just I don't know, because
I got you, Andy. I had it all planned out. So, friends, I actually came up with kind of like a structured set of how it would go, and I actually gave us a little more plan time. It's just because I was so fucking late. I thought I needed to cut that, but let's do what we were supposed to do in the first place. So, again, here's the rules of our open mic. Y'all who wanted to come in. You know, you came in, you wanted to come in. Will you just fucking help us out and click the button that says request? It's actually pinned at the bottom of the screen. So come on, friends. And if I'm being abrasive, let me know, please. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make this.
Or you know what? Do the hand. Like, just say here and then out.
You know. Anyways, while we were waiting for somebody to come up on the stage, I had another poem I needed to share from somebody who said, please share me. These are the poems I wanted you to do. So, but I need a little 3-second commentary. Andy, can you hear a little commentary? Can you talk about something for me? I have a question for you.
Okay, what's the question?
What do you do when shit just doesn't go right? You just get laugh, right? You just gotta laugh. So what was happened, but you just laughed about it. So like something that was horrible but came around, and then again, if anybody had something even better to share that we can talk about, that'd be great. Because again, things are happening tonight.
Got you. No, it's fine. Okay, so hold on. What's up, Arthur? What's up? Next week, by the way, we're going live with Arthur Part 2. Album release party. Let's do this.
Yeah, definitely have that album release party coming out with that as well. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna read while.
Yeah. I don't think people know how to request on here, so
we're so fucking intimidated by that amazing performance that they don't even want to get on the stage. And I can't get on my fucking computer to make sure I can interact with people in case they're trying to say something to me and say like I can't get in or whatever. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, wait. No, so before you say who wants to go first, and I'll just pull you guys in. That's my question. Edward, you want to go first? Maria wants to go first. Who actually wants to go first for open mic?
You guys said you wanted to do this. I don't.
Oh my God, you go.
I wasn't prepared for this. I was prepared for some people to get up on the stage while I had some little, and again, my paperworks are all kerfluffled. It's just a fuck.
Okay, we got somebody. We got Edward Racy coming in.
The prize is to that person.
Okay.
Giveaway to that person. Bring him on the stage. I don't even know who the fuck you got. I'm so happy.
What just happened? Okay, I don't know what happened. Then Edward just. All right, you know what? I have. Okay, hold on. I got somebody. I guess Edward chickened out.
All right.
Hold on. I'm just waiting.
Oh, we got somebody. Yes! Thank you. You are the winner. You are, and this is the truth. You are the winner of our giveaway for next week. We will announce what you're getting next week. Seriously, you win. All right. Why don't you do us a huge favor? Get me to shut up so I can do my computer thing. Will you share us who you are in case there might be some new people out there that don't know who you are? You're amazing. And what you might want to tell us what you're doing, and then opposite, or you might just want to talk to it, and then we'll talk about it. So, shut up now.
Hi, I'm Cats. I Like Cats. My actual name is Tanya. Yes, I really like cats. I don't know what to say about myself though.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to come back. I really like cats too. I have this. What's your favorite cat? Because you have like a personal cat. And again, I'm sorry I didn't shut up. Andy, do you have any pets too? You can ask me that too.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Let's go ahead. Our guest first. Okay.
I have a flame point Siamese, and that actually happens to be my favorite cat now. Maybe he did that if he caused that, But I like all cats, especially the strays.
Oh yeah.
The mangy ones.
I have a really silly, like, I don't know if you have a silly pet story, but I always get extra cats. Like people have unplanned pregnancies. I had unplanned kittensies because we had two cats of our own, and then a family member of ours wanted to get a cat so bad that we went to go check out the cat they wanted with Blue Pass because there was this adorable orange tabby. It was named Tobacco at the time, which was not the name. And when we had our kids with us at the time, they were a little bit younger. I don't know about you guys, but kids don't listen. And the first thing was like, don't let the cat out of the box. And the first thing they do, cat goes out of the box, right? So we bring the cat in, and at the time we have this gorgeous little mixed breed dog, Nina. We lost her a couple of years ago. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I know it is a big deal to some people. But what I'm saying is we brought the cat in, and the dog freaked the cat out. So it actually literally was attacking, biting my head, scratching me, and I'm trying to stay calm. And it's freaking the fuck out, literally like biting the hell out of my head. And I'm like, can you help me? I have a problem here. And my poor husband grabs the cat, slashes his arm, and he just drops it. Cat runs into the back. So we're like, okay, well, we have a cat then. Like, that just didn't happen. And the kids had no fucking clue, and I'm like bleeding from the head. My husband's dripping blood all over, and they're just like, no big. I don't know about you guys. There's more funny stuff to the story, but it's not that. We're here for you. Let's hear your piece.
I just want to say one thing. I think cats are demonic, but that's just my opinion.
Can't trust a person who says that.
Actually, Andy, you might love this comment, or you're going to hate this comment, but I have this cat. We believe it's a Turkish man. I'm in love with this cat, and this cat makes me believe that it is God. Like, I love this cat so much, and it hates me. Only loves my husband.
Oh my God.
Cuddles with my husband, licks his head, but the orange tabby, though, he's kind of a whore. Don't cuddle with everybody, but all right.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay, so should I read now? I don't.
Yes, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is like my second time ever being in a live, so.
Oh, hey, welcome to the live. This is what it's all about. We're just having a good time and just, embracing each and every one of us and celebrating each other. That's all it is. So go ahead, do your thing. Floor's yours.
I'll try not to laugh when I read this because I don't know, I'm embarrassed for some reason. I don't have a title for this. Most of my poems aren't titled anymore. I used to have titles, but I just gave up. I want you to reanimate me, give in to all of my desires, breathe life into my lungs, and I will fan your fires. Just a couple of undead creatures with a never-ending appetite. All that it takes is just one taste, and I will be yours for the night. I will satisfy every hunger, and I will quench every thirst, until small death do us part. Let's see who gets there first. And afterwards, reanimate me again. Once more, bring me back to life. All that it takes is just one taste, and I will be yours for the night.
Wow. I love that. That is amazing. Talk to me about that piece, though. Like, what's the inspiration behind that piece? That's so awesome. I love it.
I don't know, like sex, I guess. That's the whole thing about it.
Yeah, that's a good topic, right, Andy? Don't you think that makes it
Yes.
Poetry?
I write a lot of depressing stuff, so.
Any other genre. You can sneak it in anything. Because
This is true.
Or later, that's kind of like that, I think.
Yeah, I like dark elements in poetry, but I know that I write a lot of dark stuff, so I was trying to not be depressing for once. So apparently emotions are sex and depressed. I don't know. Only kidding.
No, I totally get that because I think you totally rock a different vibe than what you put out there in your art, and I kind of appreciate that from you. I didn't realize that until recently. People told me that they didn't realize I was a goofball, like kind of you are. We're kind of simpatico, you know? That's why I'm so happy. I'm so excited. You don't even know what you're gonna get. You're gonna love it. But they didn't know I'm like a total goof, but my fucking words are like totally dark, twisted, and nasty shit, you know, sometimes. And that's how we do our stuff. So
yeah.
I listen, you gotta come back and do this again. And when I'm on my A game, because this is like kind of a B game right now. So you did awesome. You can, I mean,
It's
you
all.
looked awesome. You did awesome, and that poem was awesome. And it was pretty.
Yeah, word. I agree. You read that pretty good. I love how you read that. You were fine. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Again, thank you so much for coming out here. Most likely, because this happens all the time. Every time I've done an open mic live, this has happened where, okay, they'll come out, then I have no one else, and then they'll come out again. That's fine. If we have no one else, and you guys want to come on twice, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay, I'll come back if nobody else wants to. So I can watch
Awesome. Awesome.
All right. So while we do a transition between the next person, so people can kind of pop in, I'll read a short at-home post. So if you're going to take this person out, and then we'll have you pull that person in while we're transitioning.
All right, cool. Thank you so much for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you again later.
We'll see.
All right, you got this.
Gosh,
you good. You good.
I was so bad that you didn't want to come back. I hope not.
No, I'm always nervous.
Also, here, then let's do the PSA real quick right now. In times of COVID, as a teacher, people now want to put their screens on. You don't have to put your screen on. That's okay. I've talked to many a blank screen in my day, and I'll talk to everybody. I'll talk to myself, obviously. So if you don't feel comfortable, because you don't, for whatever reason, put the screen up. Who cares? We're here to hear you. Your words are why we're here.
Fair enough.
Word. All right. So I don't know how to take something off the screen. I don't know how to. This is weird.
Come on, you were supposed to know this.
I'm
supposed to be. We're both doing bad at our jobs, Andy. It's okay. All right. So I have Nancy.
Oh God.
Right.
Okay.
We'll see you, or you'll just stay with us while we keep going.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to remove.
All right. So I got two short pieces. I'm gonna just do one, and if we're still here, I'll do the other one. This one, it goes like this. Okay.
This is such a botch. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to press the X in case it's part of, like, I don't want to end the live. I'm afraid that I'm very technology illiterate. So.
Oh no. So I guess on your end, if you X on your end, you should be fine. It's just if I X on my end, the whole live goes off.
Just get out! Just get out live!
Okay, bye.
Nancy, come on, man! Get out live! All right, thank you.
Oh.
First of all, I'm just kidding, and please come back. And you won, and there's gonna be extra stuff in there. She's incredible. If you have not followed. At I Like Cats. In fact, I thought it was I Love Cats. So many times I couldn't find you, but it's I.like.cat. Somebody's gonna get that in the chat for me. So also somebody's gonna get this in the chat for me, because you're gonna have to help me out, fans. You're gonna have to help me out there. Please, you gotta participate.
Okay, so I know two people said they want to do it, so I'm gonna pull the next person in. I don't have any requests, but I'm gonna just pull somebody in. So yeah, I will read, so somebody will request. If nobody requests by the time I'm done, then we'll pull whatever motherfucker we want. That's what we're doing. Andy, I had a system. Let's follow the plan. That's what happens sometimes. Okay, look, I have a request now. Look, I got a request now. Okay, then get that, because they want me to shut up. All right, God, let's go ahead. Oh my God, this is so what's going on. It's awesome. I hope we're at least having a good time. I want to read some poetry. We are, but okay, this is not how I thought it was gonna go. Oh God, this is so hilarious. Yeah, we got somebody.
I just couldn't bear to watch anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh my God,
this is so entertaining, though. This is most entertaining thing I've done in weeks.
I couldn't bear to watch anymore. Thank you.
Oh my God. So you know what? I don't think you're in any way, but like, oh yeah, me too. I couldn't watch I really wish I could end this so quickly.
No, I'm having a great time.
That's not what we're here. We want to share fucking work. So let's share your work. Who the fuck are you? This is Edward fucking Racy. If you don't know who this is, I'm done talking.
You just introduced
You're
me.
doing
I'm
good, Angela.
I'm just gonna read my piece because that's why I'm here. I think everybody here pretty much knows me anyway. This is a piece that I just wrote earlier today called "The Living Corpse." Day after day, I keep wasting away this burden of shame, a prisoner locked in his own mind, corrupted thoughts, these battles fought, forever chained to this bed where I am confined. I have never known how it feels to be so alone, prayers unanswered, hopes forever enshrined. So I guess the only question that I need to ask you one more time, how can you love the corpse of a man once his soul has died? The end.
Oh my God, what is... Okay, so I am having
Do I get to read
issues
it
here,
again?
guys.
It was like so beautiful. Like the corpse had died and then the screen died. Like,
So I didn't...
couldn't have
That's
happened.
poetry.
Like, spirits are fucking with me, but at least they're fucking funny with the corpse that died and then everything and the fucking fire's coming out for you tonight.
Yeah, so so basically while you were reading, my thing froze. So I don't know what's going on. The devil's a liar, but
I hope
I
everyone
guess
else
if you want to
heard
read
it.
again.
I heard it.
Yeah, did everybody? You heard it completely?
Got like in the docket for us, maybe like you can do another quick short piece because it was pretty well, or do it again. Step up to the plate twice, whatever you want.
I'll do another piece.
Awesome.
Just a small piece of like free verse I wrote because I don't write a lot of free verse.
Mm-hmm.
Never been really comfortable. I don't know why, but here's one I just wrote. It's not titled, but today felt like it already happened. The sky was so gray. The bitter cold air smacks my wind-burned face. I wrote a poem. Every meter, every syllable called out my love for you. It had only just begun. Let the fire inside me melt your frozen heart.
Whoa, that's a totally different one on that one, right, Andy? Did you hear that?
I changed it up. Yeah, I changed it up. I'm versatile.
I know. Wow.
Nice.
Right, free verse. Actually, I did know. I did know you could do it. You just don't want to.
I prefer to rhyme.
I mean,
It's like it's more
Oh
fun.
my God.
structures. I know we can get into that debate, but I mean, I don't know if that's cool because I've been derailing stuff for so long. But yeah, I think there is a debate there, but I don't know if we want to talk about it now because you're here for the reading and then you were getting off the stage. Or are you here to say? Because
I don't know. Yeah.
In my mind, this was so like it was like dream work. It was perfect, Andy. At least we're having a good time, and we're hearing some great poetry.
I think Leon's trying to get in. Maybe let me get out and see if Leon can get in. And then...
No. So wait. So hold on. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, because technically he's also my co-host. He's been on hiatus and he's going through some stuff. But now, okay. So hold on. Let me connect Leon. Let me invite him, and now I'm just waiting for him to. Yeah, hey guys, I'm sorry about the botch because this is not what I had in mind. Like I can't even. I can invite people in, but it won't let me take people out. So I apologize.
Let me see. I'll try to.
So weird. Like I only three. Oh, I thought it used to be four. Only three could be here at a time. Oh, that's so whack. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh God, guys, I'm so sorry. This is not what I expected. This is
Getting anxious, Andy.
Wait, did it work?
no, you're
Oh, yeah.
good. You're
All
good.
right. Hey,
Hey,
how are you doing?
what is up? I'm finally on. Wait, oh
Yes.
no, where's Edward?
They can only do 3 at a time. So you want me to duck?
Yeah.
You want me to duck out so you
No,
can
no.
talk to Eddie?
Oh no.
I mean, Edward. Edward,
No,
never
Edward-
Eddie.
So
Edward
what
and me have history, so I definitely
yeah.
got an interview.
You guys have history. Should I duck out?
Okay, wait. So that because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to. Okay, let's try to get through everybody as much as we can, and
Yeah.
if we have enough time, we'll invite other people back in. Let's do that. But this is our co-host Leon. So this is the three of us technically speaking. This is our first time going live, all three of us together. So welcome. Thank you for coming back, bro.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. it was a rough go for a while. I'm so happy to see you, and the lights are on, and you're feeling everything. There's the warmth and everything, because it was like super freaking cold too. Like you don't lose
Yeah.
power when it's hot out. You lose power when it's like freaking cold.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Like I mean, I was out of power for like literally just about a week, and then other things had happened. But I'm on here tonight pushing.
Well, we're
Edward.
like seriously, seeing you smiling, I mean, we've actually never spoken together, so I'm so happy to actually get an opportunity to say, hey, nice to meet you. And I've been
the funny part is we have like crossed paths like on and off.
I know.
Like we've
Yeah,
been duets and everything.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So we go back, but yeah, we've actually never. That's crazy. We've known each other for like 5-6 years, and yet this is like the first time we've actually like.
Can I tell you something, Leon? I never talked to nobody until Andy said, hey, let's do this. And so now I'm meeting some new people, like people who knew me but didn't know me because they thought I was like just like this dark, twisted person. But again, words and people are sometimes different. But I wanted to ask you one other thing, because we're kind of neighbors, because I'm from the Midwest as well. I'm from Ohio, so that area.
Okay, so right next door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, what do you think? What's with the deal here? Are we gonna get like the weather's gonna change or not? Like, because I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, just before jumping on, I was just showing like ice and snow, like the wet, heavy snow, for like about 30 minutes, and I just came on, and I was just changing out of like my clothes, and all of a sudden, I saw that there was a live on. I'm like, oh crap! And I was like, okay, I need to jump on. I need to jump on.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, absolutely. This is I think what is this, the fourth time me and Andy have been working. No, this is the third time we've done it. And every time it's been different. Mm-hmm. And every time we fucked up a little bit, but we're learning on the way, because every week's been different.
It's a process.
But this time it's not. Week one was my fuck up every time. I was totally bad. But it's my third time.
Oh, God. Right? Brad Hall, how are you? Just saying hi.
No,
Brad Hall.
I got to interview Brad one day. Just like Edward, me and Brad go like way back. I was like one of the first people who like reached out to him, and he reached out to me, and we really inspired each other. And like, yeah, Brad, he got a piece of my heart, man. Like, man, Brad, you're awesome, bro. Miss you. We gotta catch up.
Word. So listen, Leon, somebody's requesting now, so let me bring the other person in.
Okay.
Yay. Awesome.
All right, cool. So see you soon, man. All right. Okay, let's do this. Okay. It's okay. It's getting there. We getting there, man. We getting there.
Listen.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
I think it's better from here.
Hey.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Let's just get to it. Let's just hear from you, because this is not a novice. This is a person who's been on always. You're gonna teach us how to do a better job. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Nav, nice to meet you guys.
Hello.
Hey, so happy Friday. How you guys doing?
I'm okay. I'm a little, it's little botches here and there, but we're good. We're on track. We're good. I think you, Edward, and Kat saved the day, so that's good. So, let's do this.
Great. I'm glad you guys are doing this. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's like I tell everybody. It's like I told Angela as well. And I told Leon. I told another person I was DMing earlier. You know, like why I decided to do this again, and what we're doing. This is like an honor and a privilege, and I take this very seriously. And I feel like there's a lot of authenticity that's missing. And, you know, I want to get this community back to where it was when everybody was booming. Everyone's doing live. And I think we could really do, especially this year with everything that's going on in the world, I think we could really, you know, have like a Allen Ginsberg-ish kind of renaissance, I think, if that makes sense. And, like I said, like the fact that we're doing this it's amazing. It's an honor. It's a privilege. And I'm just honored that you guys are here tonight, and I'm honored that you jumped on with us. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you, and nice to see you, Angela. But I'm going to be reading from my book. I have a book that came out about almost a year ago called Handful of Violets.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
available on Amazon.
Awesome.
And I'm going to read a piece from that.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is called Storm of Scars. I predict your forecast to be partly sunny skies with foreseeable scattered thunderstorms. Your gunmetal irises turn a few shades darker, setting the mood. Grumbles morph to loud claps of thunder, sending screams down my spine, extending arms of silver lightning strikes, illuminating my dark room. The sudden burst of rain sounds like pellets bouncing off the floorboards, leaving indented marks. The bubbling frustration of pent-up words finally release, freeing the storm within. Torrential streams surge from your glassy eyes, seeping into your cheeks. Steady, then intermittent. A salty trail is left behind in its wake. The unsettling calm fills the room. The air feels burdened. I draw open the curtains, anxious for daylight, exhaling at the cobalt stripe, peeking through the scarred horizon.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank
That
you.
is, yeah.
In your books that people can get like on Amazon, but the book altogether, what's the theme of your book? If you could just give us, like, for anybody who may not know your book, I'm pretty sure we all do, but like, what would you say about your book?
So I would say I write a lot of grief, heartbreak. Love is, I got maybe a couple of love poems in here, but I am a pretty dark writer.
Yes.
I
know.
Yeah, sad is my jam.
We go dark because we know what real pain is.
So I mean, for me, that's kind of what I relate to, but it has kind of I mean, there's a lot of different types of poems in here, but for the most part, it is, grief, heartbreak, and then a sprinkle of love. I think I got maybe like 3 or 4.
I do have a question for you and definitely for Andy. And then again, I don't know if people are chatting or not, but isn't it kind of harder to write happy poems? I think it's kind of hard.
It is.
All right.
It is.
For me, it is.
Okay, that was not even a debate. Okay, cool.
No, it is harder. I can't be like, I love the flower sun and it's beautiful. Like, it's more like, okay, the sun shines, but I'm still depressed because I felt some type of way because this pissed me off and I can't enjoy my sun. It's like, that's more like me. Like I can never see the brighter side of things. Rather, it's more like, okay, it's cool, but this is bothering me right now. Like that's more my take, if that makes sense.
My take is this. So you know Hallmark movies, right? Hallmark and Lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My poems are like a Lifetime movie where like it all starts out great, like it starts out the sun shining and everything, and then it just takes a freaking dark turn. So that's kind of my poems.
That's awesome, though. Hey, I feel like those are like the best ones, though.
I do throw in the sun in there. I have written about the sun, bleeding suns
sun.
and whatnot.
Actually, here's what can you stay on for a minute? Because I wanted to share like just 1 or 2 of these at home, because you have such great commentary when you do your lives, because again, you're helping us out. We need your help.
Okay.
As far as like,
oh my God,
we're throwing things together. And tell me what you think about these. I'm gonna read at Lantern of the Abyss, and then I think we'll see if anybody else wants to pop in, or we'll continue this commentary with you for a minute.
Sure.
So they what
yeah,
Andy, what?
No, speaking of Lantern of the Abyss, I was this person is requesting me now, so I don't know if you want me to bring the person in now or
Sure.
No, you tell me. You tell me.
They want to come in. They can come in. They said they did not want to come in. That's. And remember, people sent poems to me that wanted to be read. So are they saying?
Yeah. Okay. No, it's all right. So just give us a second, because they did so whoever's requesting, just give us a second, because there are poems that we got submitted to us as well. So just give us like a few minutes or so, and then we'll let you guys in.
All right.
So Jay, go ahead.
Okay. Andy, I love you. You're messing up the flow.
No.
I love you.
So
I'm messing up
kind of
the
how I
flow
do,
so bad.
like.
But like we do with Pope, she helps us out, and then we kick them out because the person's ready. I think
All right, let me help you guys out. Okay. So
yes, help me.
I'm on now, right? So you can talk to me for a minute, You can read a couple of poems, and then I'll jump off, and the next person comes on.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Yeah. I had a plan. It was really good in my mind. And then when we couldn't figure out the technology.
No, it's cool. I got you. Don't worry.
So what do we do? Now start over. Now tell us, what do we do? We're going to do which one are we doing now? Am I going to read them? Or you're going to?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
I'll stay while you read the poems, and then I'll jump off, and then you bring the other person on.
We're actually going to switch it up. I'm going to do let's do the Arthur real quick. I think that will change the vibe. I know that's a good vibe because that's our next week one. He sent one to me too, and I can't believe he didn't even want to do it himself because he reads his own stuff. But he sent me Burn. Okay, so let's do that, and we'll chat, and then you'll help us from there.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to help. All right, so again, this is Burnt from, you already know, Arthur, the A.J. Wilhelm. The light bulb is seemingly burning out, or at the very least going dim, flickering here and there and reminding me that the golden days are just that and only that. I gotta do this again. Sorry. The light bulb is seemingly burning out, or at the very least going dim, flickering here and there and reminding me that the golden days are just that and only that, and that we all smile for a time and laugh for a time, but we are running out of time and conversations and left unfinished, the words lingering on the tips of our tongues as we swallow our saliva, and any other words we hope to get out but just can't seem to get out. And the pains resemble hunger pains, with our guts twisted into knots, with a lump in our throats, like saying goodbye. But I don't want to say goodbye, because I've never been good at that. I've never been good at much. So the conversation remains unfinished, and the bulb still flickers. And I hope like hell that it doesn't burn out. And I hope like hell that we don't burn out.
Wow.
Who was the poet?
A.J. Wilhelm, or we know him best as Arthur Wilhelm. He would have done a much better job than that. So
no, you did great. You did great.
Oh, thank you. I'll say I did all right, but do you guys believe that the writer does a better job with the reading, or no?
It depends. It depends. I have had some people where I've sent DM'd my piece, and they've read it better than I have. They put more emotion into it. So it all kind of depends on who you send it to.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was Brian Edwards, but they said that you read best. Like, you're the one who reads you best. Mm-hmm. I think that's what he had said.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Well, because, you know when to pause, I mean, you write it, so it's your own emotion. It's you in the poem. So, I mean, I've had some people read it and you're like, maybe they should have read it this way, but I'm always appreciative if anyone reads my work, I
always want anybody anything, like, give my words some meaning, some life. I get exactly. That's why I loved what Andy's doing here with, bringing our words out. And thank you, Andy, for keep doing that, No,
no doubt. Yeah.
We're going to do one more, because I've said this person's handle like too many times, and I didn't even read their work. And that was at Lantern of the Abyss. I don't care if they want to come in or not. I'm just going to read them. And then I want to hear what you have to say about this.
Well,
because I don't think you might know this poem.
What you can do is, if you want them to come into the room, you can just tag them. So you can put it in the comment and just put their handle in, and it'll send a notification to their phone that, yeah. So you can do that.
Yeah, because I know, I have, okay, wait, my bad. I don't even know. Never mind. Just forget what I was saying. Okay, cool.
It's all good. Either way, maybe we'll tag the people we're reading anyway. And if they want to come in, is that kind of a good idea?
Yeah.
Comments, whole thing. And if they feel like it, they can come in. I love it. So again, at Lantern from the Abyss. This is poem 1. And they're both kind of short, but they both pack a punch, okay?
Okay.
He looked up at the moon, who smiled eclipsedly upon him, wanting to hear his melody that will soothe its rock-hard heart. In time, he did just that, laying in the dew-tipped fields, whispering hot summer night dreams into the core of the distant lover. A crack and crumble occurred, helping the moon shed its shell, revealing that even the darkest side has a soft spot wanting love.
I like that one. That was good. That's deep.
I don't know about you.
I like the ending.
I really like a poet that's so crisp, like just short. Like again, I struggle. Obviously, you can tell by the way I talk. I can't be crisp and clean and direct. I envy poets. There's so many. Like the one before, Edward Reed, pretty like that. Arthur's pretty much like that. You know, and you're a little bit like that too. Just able to just be so direct, but
Yeah.
passionate, and it reads motion and very powerful. So here's another one by the same poet. I think they say it kind of has a different vibe, but I want to hear what you guys think. With slow, somber steps, he carried the weight of dead lover's love to his mental attic. The place was crawling with rotten flesh and brittle bones from aged quarrels he hasn't forgotten. So what was once more stacking her upon the others, just another set of memories he wouldn't soon forget.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, is it? So
Yeah,
we'll make sure again, because I don't know if many people have seen this person. I think they really do crisp work. So I know, like punch ending. I like a punch ending.
I love good endings.
Yes,
That's my thing.
Starting line and ending line. Who cares about the rest?
Yeah,
right?
I start my poems kind of with the end. Like I'll pick like a line and that'll be the ending, and then it's like I shape the poem, you know, kind of around that. But I have to have a good ending. If I don't have a good ending, I won't finish the piece.
So I wonder, maybe you have a similar kind of style to me, where I'll just kind of be sitting and listening to music, and I'll hear one line, and it doesn't matter if it's the starting line or the ending line. It's just something, and then it kind of reads from that. Like, or do you think it's always a starter line or always an ending line for you?
For me, it's an ending line that usually is what starts it, and I listen to like the same playlist, and I listen to like a lot of AFI and start out like with Death of Seasons. Death of Seasons is my song, so I will listen to that song, and that is usually, if I listen to the song maybe 3 or 4 times, I usually have at least half of a poem kind of shaped. It's what inspires me, so it's my biggest kind of muse is music. I can't write without music on. Like I have to have something, I'm listening to. And for love poems, it has to be like sad piano music, like but most of my stuff is like sad or dark. So I listen to like a lot of metal or punk. If I want to write a love poem, it has to be like this super sappy crap.
The music idea. I think we got to sit at the same table at the library. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot there was something else that you had said. Oh, I do mean this, although it will feel like a shameless plug. But you mentioned AFI and some of the other bands, and you're wearing the Cure shirt. You should really check out the Bellwether Syndicate, because they have a similar kind of vibe. They're technically goth, but it's. I think you might like them. I don't know. Check them out, and maybe that'll inspire some more writing for you too.
I've liked the Cure since I was a kid. Like my brother
they're goth. Like my brother, I come from goth family. Like I have goth family. Yeah, so I'll send you their stuff. You don't have to, but you might like it. I don't know. Give me feedback. I liked it.
Yeah, no, my brother had a Boys Don't Cry like cassette tape like in the 80s, and I listened to that thing for the whole thing. It just like the whole tape just like busted. But I've liked them for a really long time, and I collect band shirts, and all of them. I had like an original Master of Puppets Metallica shirt, but I wore it so much that like the last time I washed it, it like was in pieces. So I've now had to resort to going to Hot Topic and replacing my original Nirvana shirts, my original AFI shirts. Like these are all new ones because all the other ones are just done.
Right. I have to ask you then, are you going to go to any of the Metallica concerts? And the reason I'm asking is because if you are, let me know, because I want to see the opener for half the night. So if you want to go see your Metallica, I know you were just talking about the shirt, but Ice Nine Kills was way too young for me, but I just love them live. So let us know. Maybe I'll go to the concert sometime. I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome.
I get similar music-wise, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm going to be seeing AFI in LA next week.
Oh, really?
They're playing They're playing a special show, which is they're going to be doing like their whole Sing the Sorrow
Mm-hmm.
album from start to finish. So it's like a one night thing, but I'm going to be doing that next week. So I'm pretty excited.
That's pretty great. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. So Andy, did anybody want to come in?
Yes, I'm going
to I have.
All right.
It's really nice to meet
awesome.
you both, and great live. You guys are doing great, and if you need anything, let me know.
Okay.
Take care.
You'll be hearing from me. You will be hearing from me.
All right. Before I bring the next person in,
coffee is done. It's brewing. I got to move to the chair because my legs are dead now. So let's see who's our guest.
Okay. Before I even let people in, I just want to apologize because this is not going the way we.
I told my brother the same thing last night. They opened in Columbus. You have to expect. This is why people come here. They come here for the gas. This is opening night. Because you got to see this, because in 10 open mics from now, they're going to be like, what the hell? This is incredibly professional. And why are they getting paid so much money to do this? Because they're so good at this. We're going to be sponsored by them. We're going to be sponsored by Red Bull by our 10th one, okay? All right?
Or essential water.
Or like what other things we can start talking about, like a Snapple. I don't have any Snapple, but.
All right.
Oh, who's coming in?
Cool. Yeah, so it's Lantern of the Abyss.
Oh, golly gee.
All right, let's see. All right, this thing is autocorrect sucks. All right, welcome through, brother.
So did you want to you can just have another one. Go ahead.
Yes, I do have another one because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get in here tonight, which is why I sent you those.
I thought you sent them to me because you didn't want to read.
No, I love to read. I just didn't know if I was able to actually.
I know, but that's what I thought was weird too. Also, I thought you're typically somebody that doesn't come into line.
No, this is my first one.
Well, welcome. This is our first open mic.
Welcome. I'm honored and privileged for you to be here. Thank you.
Go ahead and read. But you see that they liked your work. So here is the man behind the handle at Lantern of the Abyss. So it kind of worked out. We gave you a little mystique, and now here you are. Go.
Yep. I did find another one that I shall be reading. So, you abused me, and we called it mental illness. I was being downplayed instead of being lifted up. You turn these four walls into a padded asylum in which you behaved as warden instead of a lover, treating me with hysteria, yet I wanted helping hands. I was left to rot at night, though I needed to be held. Bruises and mental scarring you chalked up as self-inflicted, but we know the truth.
Wow. That is, that's so awesome, brother. Oh my God, that was awesome. I love that. So, talk to me. Talk to us about the piece, like that particular one you just read right now.
It's a lot of my works come from more of self-reflection or just things I've encountered over the years, and I've gone through multiple exes, multiple bad friendships, even just bad family memories, and there's just those moments where you just need a simple, even if it's just I'm here for you, even if they don't know the right things to say or do, but instead they decide to downplay whatever you have going on, or try to even one-up it with something of their own to say, oh, you have that going on? Well, I have this. And it just totally disregards.
So I heard some stuff that you were saying as far as your inspiration. It sounds like a lot of our poets out here do come from a lot of trauma, whether it's relationship, whether it's just from family, whether it's from like a horrific car accident or something like that. So writing is a way to work through that, or is writing a way to process it, like, or is just you want to take something that was really fucking shitty and turn it to something fucking fantastic?
Personally, for me, I like to write about it and get it out there to let other people who go through things like that know it's not just you, and maybe you can't find the words to express it, but here's a way that might be able to help you, or at least kind of lead into finding ways to understand what you've been through or what you're going through when you can't understand it yourself.
Wow.
Well, I didn't get about that, Andy.
No, I agree. In that aspect, I definitely relate to you in that aspect because, I've had situations like before I got married, whatever, when I was still living in New York, cause I had different circle of friends. They come from different circles and stuff like that. Yeah, that made no sense, but you know what I mean. And it was like, it seemed like every circle I belonged to, even though I felt out of place, I somehow managed to fit into the circle. It's so weird. And I was always the go-to person for whatever, whether they wanted to vent to me, whether they just wanted to just hang out, like whatever it was. But then it seemed like whenever I needed someone in that way, I couldn't find anyone to be there for me, which is what makes the situation more depressing, because it's like, damn, but what about my well-being? What about me? What about when I needed a friend? And it's like every time I would hit somebody up and they say, yeah, I got you. And then when it's like I kind of called your bluff type of thing. Like when I'm about to, hey, I really need someone, you're always too busy, or you just don't want to deal with it. But your way of saying it is, oh, no, yeah, I kind of got this thing. Or they just brush you off to the side. And then here I am kicking rocks. And it sucks,
Yeah.
Like I don't think people mean to be like that, but it's like the way it comes off in the eye of the person that's going through it, it's like kind of coming up kind of harsh, and that sucks.
If I can make a few comments real quick, because it sounds like you're saying, like, when you're going through things like that, it makes you feel like I'm not worthy, or like for you to take a moment to even check in with me, or like invisible. I'm going to give a little bit of a counterpoint before our guest makes a kind of a counterpoint. Sometimes people who are going through some serious stuff almost want to be completely alone and isolated. So sometimes that's also true as well, that people process things completely differently. And I hear you. Sometimes when we're going through the hardest time, we want everybody to hug us and give, as much support. But I tend to be like, when I'm going through some shit, some gnarly ass shit, I try to get as far away from anybody, and I'm by myself. Like, I go into the corner of the closet and crawl into a little like dark ball because I want to be away from anybody, because I don't want anybody to know what's going on or experience it. So I don't know, let's hear from our guest, and then Andy, if you had something else too.
To add on to, go ahead.
I mean, I see it from both perspectives. For me, I can go either way. I can either be either inclusive into other people or kind of just be to myself. It really depends on what's going on and pretty much how I want to deal with it. However, I'm typically pretty good at picking up on other people that I'm around if something bothers them. I don't expect them to tell me, but for some people I've known, it's just enough for someone to say, hey, like, are you good? Like, is everything all right? If you just notice changes in the behavior. I've done that before with coworkers. You just notice a difference in their behavior and just asking, like, hey, are you all right? Whether or not they want to talk about it, I've had them come by later and be like, thanks for asking. It's just that sense of someone at least noticing and giving enough of a care to at least acknowledge that there is a difference going on. It can mean enough to some people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good point. Maybe that just one thing could actually make a difference is kind of what I'm hearing from that. And I didn't want to cut you off. Go.
No. I was just agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, there's people that makes it even more uncomfortable. So again, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. But you know what I think? What I think helps is you have to understand who you are and how you process things. One, and then listen to people, and if they tell you this is how they process things, you got to respond to that. Because I think it's very difficult when you process things or need something differently than maybe a family member, like your child or like your spouse. That's very difficult. I find that very hard to manage sometimes, because some people need to be like this and some people need to be like this. And a lot of people are dealing with anxiety and stuff like that. So that's very hard because if my anxiety is going crazy because you need to be by yourself because I need to know, it's like, what do? You know? You're right.
No, so I feel like no, but the thing is, I get what you guys are saying, but one thing I've learned is sometimes isolation is also dangerous because it might take you to a place you never intended to go to, but then it becomes something that when it really didn't meant to. It becomes something that it wasn't meant to become, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I hear you 100%. I hear you 100% because when you are so dark and down and you're by yourself, that's when you can be like, so you have to know who you are. Because some of us, I think, have this mechanism. There's like an invisible switch that at some point there will not be an endpoint because there is a safety hatch. Where others, they are so desperate because they are so trapped in, whatever they're going through that, isolation is the end. And that is the end spot. Where some people, we kind of are reborn from being alone. Others die from being alone. So I think that's important. Yeah, that's important to say, Andy. Oh my gosh, what an incredible conversation.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for sharing that piece. And no, thank you. Yeah, and no, absolutely. And thank you for like so much respect for you, just for sharing the vulnerability like that. Thank you for that. Because I love that fact that we can all relate in that aspect. We can have this awesome conversation. I love it.
And exactly, Andy, that was the same point I was going to make too. The fact that you said, I'm saying this just because it's a normal human experience because we are all normal human beings. And hey, just because you felt like this, you are a normal human being. So I think
Amen. Amen.
So are we having anybody else that we want to kick off our guests? But let's keep the live growing and going. Open mic. Anybody else? And otherwise,
yeah, hold on. Let me check. I know somebody else wanted to come in, but all right. So all right, hold on. Who? So I gotta look at the comments again.
Hey, wait. Andy, can you look through the chat and figure out who's next while I read a piece? So then our guest co-host, for the moment, we can talk about the piece and while you pull up our next guest. Or are you ready to go?
Yeah, no, you could. Yeah, that's fine. So, brother, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. Wait, what?
Of course.
Again, first live, we're doing great, and we're grooving. Like, Nav, you saved us. So we have one last submission that I have printed pre-ready. Black Widow Poet, who is another one that it has a part 2 coming up. We're going to be interviewing that person pretty soon. She sent me a couple. I'm just going to go ahead and choose this one. Just want to double check. This is the one I wanted. All right, let's actually do this one because I think we just talked about trauma. And Black Widow Poet, we know her as Gina Carlillo. Carlillo or whatever. Again, it's Gina, not Carla. That's a joke for Andy. Actually, it's a joke on me.
God.
Don't worry, we'll talk about it when we do interview 2. Because unfortunately, I wasn't there for interview 1. That was pre-Angela Murray. That was only AM. Now we're AM squared. Double dose of A and M. This one, though, as I'm joking coming in, this is actually one about fighting and surviving through domestic violence. So again, we talked about trauma and how to deal with trauma. And I know that was something that you guys covered in the live. So I'm going to go through the piece. You can add anything else that came out of that interview that maybe some of our background people didn't hear prior to. And then we can talk about the poem as well. Because again, I think we talked about trauma and how we process it. And this is called I Didn't Deserve This. This was carved into the lining of my soul. Written in plain, covered in blood stains, my nails drip. I cower, don't want to be splattered. Hand to my chest, heart hurting, it was shattered. Trying to breathe while still reaching out. There was so much more life to be received. Looking down all the time, hiding in the shadows. Feeling out of this world, always in darkness. My being destroyed. Played with like a used toy, treated in shallow ways, sorrow-filled most of the days. Inner core feels hollow. I just wanted to feel whole, but to my detriment, now I'm like a science experiment. These disturbing changes now being accepted. I look very different, yet my soul here protected. I'm still here alive. My heart still beats loudly inside, no longer lowering my frequencies, and not afraid of what's next. I stand upright, rising up, shining bright towards the light, the past slowly fading away out of sight. I fought with all my might, escaped the abduction, rebuilt from the rubble of the destruction. Though I didn't deserve this, I got through this crazy fucking ride. Now I have a magical power deep inside. And that is the incredible Black Widow poet. Y'all already know.
Yes.
Check her the fuck out.
Yes.
Not just that, she's fucking doing this in real life, in real time, down in Nashville, Tennessee, and areas around there. We got to start doing this live in real time all together again. But
Amen.
I'm happy. So let's chat.
Okay, so somebody's trying to get in, but all right. So here's the situation I'm having with So I think when you don't have the latest version of Instagram, I guess certain features you don't have. So
Well,
I guess with
that I just the poem.
I know. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Only because yeah. So
Let's talk to Maria. I'm sorry, it's Maria.
No. So I can't. Yeah. So I don't know how to take somebody off. So, brother, I'm gonna need you to like exit the thing so I could. Yeah, I gotta figure this.
Out this mic, you're done. We are at 300 pieces.
Nope.
No, thank you for coming, brother. Appreciate you.
Please give us good feedback, please.
Of course, it's great being on here.
All right,
I'll kick y'all around.
Live, you did a great job, everybody. Yes.
All right.
So.
Okay, let me see. All right, so.
We got La Poetess because I know La Poetess might want to talk about some of this information as far as I think she knows some of Black Widow's work, or at least I know some of her work is echoing of that. So we're bringing her in.
Yeah, so it's not letting me bring her in. It says she would need the latest version of Instagram to join. It's not letting me.
Maria says, come on, you got to download the latest version of Instagram. Why are you using that old Instagram for? Come on.
Wait, now that he's gone, see if you can request again, okay. Maria.
Yeah, maybe that was, I'm sorry, please. I was just kidding. You can have any, I don't even know if I have the latest version. I don't even want to do the driving. And yeah, listen, I would have done way worse, honey. I would have done way worse than this. So I would have canceled the live like 5 times already. My phone fell the first time like 100 times. Maria, can she come in yet or no? Because I don't want to keep talking.
No, I get you. You're fine. Everyone's fine. We had a few.
Maria, come in. I'm gonna read another Black Widow poet, a hot take, while we're waiting for the amazing Maria to come in. La Poetess. And this is the one I wanted to do. This is called Ghost Town. And again, another trauma piece. It's about losing her husband and becoming that Black Widow poet. It's called Ghost Town. And hopefully by Ghost Town, we will have our friend La Poetess. Scared last night in my dreams. Frightened by shadows in between. I'm sorry. Let me start again. Ghost Town. Scared last night in my dreams, frightened by shadows in between beams of this forsaken ghost town. It was so dark there, but there were signs to beware, but I kept walking the streets. Was this my fate? Came to a gate, stopped and went inside, saw old pictures on the wall of this tattered hall, heard screeching sounds, nightmares and screams, foggy mist in the air, creaking rocking chairs. I feel so alone. This emptiness is now home. Tears falling from my eye. This can't be my demise. Who will be here when I die? My life is a ghost town. I'm in a city of zombies that live only in my heart. Trusted love from the start, searching for trust among dead bodies full of lust. Bittersweet reminiscing. Starlight necromancies. Swaying and dancing underneath the moon, skeleton romancing. I've got a voice in my head, wants me to believe there may be a chance for another romance. How do you revive a heart that has already died? My heart is a ghost town. So, wow. I know. That's a deep one.
Yes. My bad. My fault, Angela. I'm sorry if I keep Maria, so on the bottom here, there's supposed to be this camera. Let me know if you have that button there.
I do not. No.
Wait, what?
I don't have a camera.
There goes.
Oh, I have it up here. What do you need me to do?
No, not you. I'm talking about Maria. She was asking me where the join button is.
I thought you were.
Okay, well, I have a request. I do have a request from Brian Edwards, so I'm going to bring him in quick.
Girl. I promise. I know her. She's amazing.
Yeah, hold on. Brian Edwards is coming through. Hold on. Just waiting.
Anticipating.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! 2019, did my dreams come fucking true? Oh my god, it's Brian.
Man, the myth, the legendary Waffle Daddy, Brian Edwards.
Listen, oh my god. You gotta help these poor souls out here because we don't know what we're doing.
Yo, this new Instagram thing is weird. I don't know how to. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff here that I'm not even used to. This is weird.
Back in the day, I used to do what do they call it? Barbara was the first one going inside live, where Barbara Soner and I went live. She'd never been live before, or she'd been live, but she went on top, and I taught her on Instagram. But now there's like all these new like weird things and everything. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me either.
I gotta be honest. I don't know shit about this, and I have no idea. Like, I don't even.
This is my first time doing this. The whole three-way that came out so wrong. The three-way.
Keep it clean. I changed my way.
Sexual innuendo and everything that happened, because it happened the first time when we interviewed Arthur by accident. There was some rude ass motherfucker with sexual stuff on the second one, and now we have a first three-way tonight. So, anyways, where are we going with this? How do we do the?
I'll pause. I'll leave on that note right there.
Oh my god!
Open mic live. How about this?
Oh god!
This is a perfect piece for this because we'll discuss and we'll settle this nightmare of our first live. This is actually for me. I know you. Well, actually, can you read? You said will you read my latest one? Is your Sunday night confession? Will you read that? I know you might have. I don't know if you looked at it. If not, I wanted to read it myself, but I would rather hear you read it if you can. I hate to put you on the cuff, but this is no novice. He's an expert.
Was it the one with the zipper?
Yes, that's the one I want.
I'm gonna let you read that one. Okay, I actually pre-read it. I pre-read it
out because I wanted to read it. You can read somebody else anyway.
I didn't pick something else because if and when the day I come back going live, it's gonna be a whole different change.
Was that
whole change, new world, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Andy, you and I talked off on the slide, so you know where I'm at now, bro.
Yeah. Amen.
They're no fun, but I'm okay with it. Andy's a good guy.
So no zippers for me.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yikes. Okay, I think I understand. I didn't mean to do that to you. I apologize.
No, I respect that. I get it. I remember how I was, and I don't want to be that way anymore.
I apologize.
So
it's not supposed to be skanky. It's supposed to be more of a. So again, we'll talk about it because I hear you. I feel like again, you're never gonna know what's gonna happen with Andy and Angelo, except it's gonna get awkward. But we're always gonna turn it back, so it's okay. Like this is still riding good because Nav's gonna we'll get Nav back. She will settle us back in. Nav is gonna bring us back if this doesn't go right, but I think it is. All right.
No, it's a great piece. It really is.
That's what I want to talk about. Because again, I think I tried to do it in a way that was okay. But because maybe people don't know what the piece is. It's called.
Because I think in the first slide, you're talking about God in the first slide. I'm like, I was all about it at that point. Then once you got the zipper, I'm like, I'm gonna pass.
I apologize.
But it's a good piece.
Again, then we can talk about that because this might be something that, again, as people don't know, is this courtesy etiquette? Okay, because again, people don't. I want to put anything out there that people don't want to look at if they don't want to look at that. All right. So, anyways. I can't help myself from imagining what it would be like to take that slow, breathy, deep inhale, as you have to understand, since I'm still awake, in need of expressing this, by no means needed, but straight given to God, or to your very best friend confession of how I cannot help myself from contemplating how it would be if I were to take my right hand with fingers clenched, secured, Confident with digits pinched with a firm grip intensity. However happy, our coy smiles and eyes pupil wide, filling up the space with obnoxious laughter. When what still remains in this holding tight, a hard-held memory, yet somewhat lighthearted and friendly and taut, pulling us closely and closer. Now knowing even more, waiting, wondering what nonsense would possibly happen, I can't help myself from hallucinating various random scintillating scenarios from the start of the top of your long-sleeved hooded poly cotton blend, playfully pulling down this cold metal zipper, needing to fully exhale while I, lackadaisical and dragging down of what's now obvious, is I can't stop thinking about that prominent zipper. Still wondering what else from you will spill out and what else would it be entirely exposed as it unzips, coming all the way down by our completely innocent, nevertheless authentic and explosive actions. And I want to say this to Brian Edwards.
Yes, ma'am.
That also it's a more of inside of the person.
Say it again.
It's a zipper, like not just a zipper of the clothes, but you can zip inside of the person and rip and see what's inside of them. So boom!
I love that.
I love that.
You thought I was
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You said that because.
Okay, I like
that. Put
I like
in the book.
but it. Yes.
Again, was very scintillating and it was very sexual. And I'm not going to deny that, Brian. That's why you felt uncomfortable. But it's more than that.
I
it was
agree.
more of a metaphor.
You know what's crazy? Because
no, that's just what I'm saying. You can interpret it totally differently because that's what I love about poetry. It's
yes.
your and then the audience interpretation and then the collective.
Yeah, no, it's interesting you said that because biblically speaking, there's a verse that talks about there's wolves in sheep clothing. That's the way I took that. Because sometimes what you see in front of you is not what it looks like until you unzipper that thing and you see who they really are. That's the way I took that.
Yeah, sometimes you want to see what's there, and sometimes you want to see what's there because you don't want to see what's there. Because you want to know what's really there, and it's not good.
I think, metaphorically speaking, you know, sometimes it's actually possible to give your heart or give yourself to the wrong person, and then that same person will take all your vulnerabilities and put you in a place that is like, wow, I trusted you with this, and then now this is what you do to me, kind of thing. Like, it's possible, even in the things of God. It's like in Christianity, unfortunately, I've had situations where even in church, people had church hurt, and it's like people you thought you could trust are the same people. It's like all of a sudden now, oh, I don't want to go here. I don't want to do this anymore because I got hurt from that. And it sucks.
Yeah. And yeah. Also, I would never put anything that was super nasty without like knowing that they would be cool with that. So I'm just glad that it was enough to be uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm glad for you to not even want to be in an area that was right for you. And I appreciate you saying that.
With that being said, Angela, I'm going to let you pick 1, 2, or 3.
Andy, I'm going to let you pick 1, 2, or 3.
Let's do 2.
Okay, 2. All right, so 3 would have been the piece that you just read, Angela, because you painted it in a totally different perspective.
Whoa! Oh, damn!
And with the way that you painted it, where you open that zipper, you'll be able to open up to their heart, to their soul. It's like, I like that.
Who the fuck are you? The DNA, unwinding of the DNA. I teach bio, so it always goes back to DNA. I tell my students that all the time. Everything always goes back to DNA.
All right. So, what's so weird is the fact of my whole setup is like totally different. Actually, should I flip the screen? I don't even know how to flip screen anymore.
Honest, I didn't figure out how to set up.
Really?
Have a setup at all.
It's like this is it right there. That is Corinthians 13. And the thing is the fact of I had it so set up on this. I use a music stand. I had it so set up years ago. I used to say every 2 years is 1 year on Instagram. So I haven't really been live. I've been live on and off in probably 6, 7, 8 Instagram years. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
My music stand at one point in time, I had it set up for sound and everything else. And right now, you're echoing off the metal of the music stand. TMI, I know what's going on. I'm just saying, it's like it's kind of difficult to hear. But with that being, because the last setup I had Joe Steele and everything else up here, and it's a little different now. So please bear with me. All right. So with that being said, this is Let the Thoughts Out. This is Angela Murray. wait, let me see if it's in the caption.
It usually isn't like
in the caption. I wait, I gotta do it. Andy, permission to do it? Old school? With an updated version?
Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. I have so much crap going on my end. I apologize. What's that question one more time, Brian? I'm so sorry.
Andy, yes or no? Say yes.
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 All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters from around the world, right here, right now, Friday night, we're going live with West the Thoughts Out. Angela Murray, right above me is the man, the living legend, the boy, the kid, I can't be anything else. Andy, hurt my throat. Andy Morales. And I'm drinking water. Go figure. And it's not magic water either. So with that being said, I have said 1,000 times over, long before anyone even. I remember back when lives only were live for 1 hour and then disappeared after 24 hours.
That's why
we were just talking about the last episode. We were talking about that.
We've done it.
So this is Angela Murray, and it is poem inspired by the February 1st prompt, Found in Flames. I'm rusty. It feels like a trap. It feels like a trap, afraid to let go of undisclosed dark secrets no one has ever scraped or dug. Oh man, I'm screwing something. I always screw up when I mean it. It feels like a trap, afraid to let go of undisclosed dark secrets no one has ever scraped or dug underneath fingernail deep. Things never uttered, not once spoken, no one knows, and perhaps parts foreign to even myself. The depths of my reality, when all that created my existence into this world is known, how I was born from flames, bound in a fire, falls, unyielding, unstable, explosive chaos. An unimaginable presence, power undefined, yet radiates from within, praise or overtaken, perhaps brutality in any attempt, no measures. An impossibility, to put it simply, chaos. Chaos cannot be contained. That is Angela Murray. That is
I have no words. I am so blown away. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, we asked, I think it was our friend Nav that was on the stage when we asked her, who reads it better, the author or somebody else necessarily? And I got to be honest, you're a legend. You definitely killed it. I want you to read my spoken word album for me, please.
I was going to say, I feel like, Angela, you're 9 Inch Nails and Brian is Johnny Cash. It's his poem now.
I know, like, if you took it and you gave it something more, you made it better than before. I never that.
You know what's
Andy,
funny? And I just want,
I know what that means, man.
I know, that's why I said that.
I'm honored. He made it better. That's what I love about our art community here. That's why I'm here. I'm here for
that's why I said that, because I knew he was going to know what I was talking about. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I have said, and I mean what I say, and I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Is with every piece of poetry that I read, I am your voice, and I take that with great responsibility. I don't want to screw it up. It's not about me. It's about you. I get to be your voice, and I want to make sure that I perform it the best way possible. So, Angela, thank you, and Andy, Johnny Cash, man, that dude, that was huge.
Yeah. No, I'm that serious, and it's like I told everybody else, and I'm glad you said what you just said, because like I said before, you know, what we do, like what I started doing again, and me doing this with Angela, with Leon, and everything else, this is an honor and a privilege. This is a privilege to do this. This is not just for entertainment. No, this is because it's intimacy here, and this is what true intimacy is. And I feel like, you know, throughout the years, it's gotten so lost, and I want us all to restore that. Like, let us be the bridge so everybody else could join in on the bridge. You know, let's build the bridge together. No more breaking the bridges, if that makes sense.
Yes. So, Andy, you ready for you?
Yeah, time.
Oh man. Okay, let's do this.
This is Andy. What was your original handle?
Okay. Oh god, I talked about this last week a little bit, but my original handle was Jammed Them Down.
Jam.
That was
That's
the
right.
original.
That
And
we
you know
did
what's so
last week. In remembrance, we did a time warp,
And then, so just real brief. So originally it was Jam Them Down, and then Jam Them Down became a community page, and then from Jam Them Down it became Jam Sessions Live, and from Jam Sessions Live it became Ink Sessions Live, and once Ink Sessions Live became a thing, that was the beginning of the end, and then now here we are, the Andy Morales.
Dude, I really like the handle of the Andy Morales.
Thank you.
It's was it thinking you and it still pops up on my when I go to like change pages and everything.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Psalms United.
Oh my god! I thought me and Leon deactivated that. That's still around. I don't
did deactivate it, but it gives me the opportunity if I want to. I've been a part of so many feature pages that it still shows up on my phone as when I go to switch pages. Do I want to switch to Psalms United? But you deactivate it, you have access to it. I don't.
I don't have access to that anymore though. Like that's oh my god! You know what's crazy? Last time me and Leon talked about that, I might as well just bring it up quick. Psalms United was what was meant for one thing, just did not work out that way. And one thing I felt God spoke to me about, the reason why it didn't work out is because it was out of season. It wasn't the season for that, and it was just one of those things, like it just wasn't meant to be. And I felt like this was what was meant to be, what we're doing right now. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. Okay. That's why that didn't work out, because it was preparation for this. But I had to go through some things in the last 2 years for me to understand where God needs me to be. So I feel like you just confirm even more. I feel like this, wow. Oh man. Don't mind me, man. I'm just
Angel was like, what are you guys talking about? But I know exactly Andy what's in
yeah,
time, bro.
Let me tell you about Brian Edwards. He has no, that's fine. Brian was one of those people that like really is the reason why I started doing these lives. You know, like I went away for a little bit, did some soul searching, came back kind of thing, and now it's like more than ever I want to do this more than ever now. But like if it wasn't for Brian Edwards and Natalie Cerna really pushing me to really get out of my comfort zone, to step out of my shell, I wouldn't be here. So between you and Natalie, you guys, you guys are the reason.
Intimacy to what we're doing. Like this is like the stamp of mother approval right here that you came and joined us, and thank you. I want to hear Andy now. I want to hear Andy right now. Like I want to hear him read you. I want to see how he's gonna make your voice your still voice, but yeah, it's still something different.
So Andy, you've posted a lot of great pieces, and you've also taken a lot of them down. So this is the very first piece that you have posted on your page. But I know this isn't the first piece that you have posted. So in the caption it goes, I was used to being in my own mind, having a life of make-believe. I got caught up in this hype. Oh, wait, no, that's part of the poem. I thought that was the like the caption. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the Andy Morales. I was used to being in my own mind, having a life of make-believe. I got caught up in this hype. Losing sight of what's important, there was no longer this thing called balance. Tired of playing the so-called superhero. I was used to being in my own mind, having a life of make-believe. I got caught up in this hype. Losing sight of what's important, there was no longer a thing called balance. Tired of playing the so-called superhero. Feeling uninspired, time to rethink, time for rewiring. I'm not going to stay in this rut. This pandemic has shown me my true colors. I thought I gave to God already. Finally, it's time. Wholeheartedly, I give myself up. For real this time. For real this time.
Wow.
That is the Andy Morales.
Wow. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
I remember that piece very vividly too. I remember that piece. Wow, like that I was in such a dark place when I wrote that. So thank you, brother, for reading that, man. And again, you're Johnny Cash, bro. Like This is your poem now, bro. Like, that's really how I feel. Anytime you read something, no, it's yours now, bro. Like, no.
It's ours now because it's the experience. Now it's all of
Yeah.
us. Now we got to hear what you thought, and we get to hear what again, and it breeds on. So what was his is then and all of ours now. So that's what we do in here. So let's kick off this mic. Let's keep it going, Andy. We're grooving now. We got our training wheels. We're starting to pop off.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so I did get a lot of DMs on here, and I have a few requests on here. So I don't. Okay, Brian, do you know how to, like, let's say if you want to bring another person in, does that person have to leave first? Because this Instagram is weird. Remember before you used to be able to just like X the person out. I can't do that on here anymore.
Literally, like I said, it's been well over. That's what I'm trying to say. It's been well over a year since I've been live, and the whole inside. I haven't been live on top in over a year, so I don't know what you can do and what you can't do.
Okay.
So, do you mind if I do need to get going? I need something just came up that's important that I need to address. Do you mind if I read me?
Yeah.
For a moment.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Awesome.
Because this hasn't been read. What I started doing was I started like. I have Amazon Prime and I have Amazon Music. So what I would do is I would just automatically just start playing songs. I'd have my earbuds and everything else. And the next two songs that came up, I would choose those two songs and pull lyrics out of those songs and write a poem out of it. So for those of you who know me, I'm very spiritual. I'm even more spiritual now. The two songs that came up was Van Halen, Love Walks In. There's another, it's a new artist, he's a Christian artist, Jordan St. Cyr. It's called Weary Traveler. So I took the lyrics from both those songs from Van Halen and Jordan St. Cyr, and I combined it with two true stories and put it together. So this has never been read live by anyone that I know of, so I'd like to share it with you. It's titled Seat Next to Me, and it is two true stories of what is to come. Seat next to me. It was just another day, another Sunday. Different, so familiar, something so the same that I didn't realize it was different until after I had changed. Prior to hindsight coming in, contact came when I witnessed love walking in, holding hands across a Milky Way. A mosaic of silver lights in the shape of a parking lot as I stood outside while inside of me. I caught my tired soul tying knots around my eyes as I rushed back to my car to readjust my tears in the rearview mirror, weathered by storms that only a traveler as weary as me could have ever endured. Still, even to this day, still, I carry on. I walked into church with my head hung low, so no one would know, so no one would question the strength that allowed the escrow of my communion to continue to grow at a rate so deep that there was no need for an expiration date. So when I opened up in silence, I spoke of a faith as loud as wars, lost on this road that has taken its toll, not knowing what was about to happen next. Maybe in another world, heaven's healing will come down as I let go of my demons. I didn't know I slaved so hard to keep, so I prayed. Thank you, Lord, for having mercy. For what it is that so I prayed, thank you, Lord, for having mercy. For what it is that no one knows that I don't do any more than I used to do before. Thank you, Father, for forgiving me. That maybe someday you won't be the only one, so we can build this together, getting right with you. Then just as I was about to say amen, I heard a voice come down from up above, assembling all my prayers that I'd ever prayed for her. Say, is this seat taken? No, it's for you. It's yours. Just so you know, everywhere I go, I always save the seat next to me for you. Then as she sat down next to me, I placed my hands around hers and we finished a prayer I started 9 years ago underneath our tree together. Finally. Amen. Wow. The Bible verse that also inspired that is Acts 3:31. And when they had prayed, the place where they had assembled together was shaken, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit, and they spoke the words of God with boldness. That is Brian Edwards live.
Wow.
I have to say, I know having a visceral, super connected reaction to that. I went on with that, but I have to say one quick thing. I thank you so much for sharing that piece here with us. And I do appreciate how much you're inspired by, just that specific verse. And what made that verse want you to write that specific thing? If you don't mind, if I could ask that.
It's like when I go into writing, what's kind of funny is the fact that I have a Bible verse. I have a Bible app that pops up twice a day, 8 o'clock in the morning and 8 o'clock at night. And if I'm hanging out with someone or if I'm at work or whatever, it's church bells. And when that Bible app hits, it's the fact of if I'm in the middle of writing, I actually take that Bible verse and write it into there. So I originally started that piece with Van Halen and Jordan St. Clair, Weary Traveler. And Weary Traveler makes me cry. I'm man enough to admit that I cried because, you know what, I am weary. I am tired. But it's a beautiful song. And it's a happy song. It's a good song. So that Bible verse actually fit into that piece perfectly. Because I don't remember how I came across it, but yeah, the way I feel, it's like I don't go searching for Bible verses. They find me. So.
Yeah, that's how God works. I love that. I love that. Yeah. It just finds you like that. Amen.
This as somebody who is not necessarily a person who is religious, so I do respect this completely. And I think I would like to get into this conversation when we have later, but because I know that we have a lot of people who wanted to come in, but I wanted to say that I hear that same sentiment, like things find me, whether it's like my stuff's missing. I know you guys feel like that's your connection through your faith, that's, you see it as that vision. I just interpret that as different data. But again, I think we're unique that we all experience those similar kind of connections, whether it's, this is your faith talking to you at this time, or it's something else in somebody else's life. So I appreciate the fact that you're inspired that way, and that's how that drives your writing, and that's great.
Angela, I like what you said. It's the data that comes in, because I process the same way.
I'm gonna next week during the album release party, I think I'm gonna have a successful debate. Actually, not debate. It's gonna be a table of understanding between my friend up above, who I know is a devout religious person. He is a devout man of faith. Our guest, who is our album dropper, is definitely not of that. He is I would say he's probably a raging atheist. And then I would call myself a natural spiritualist, which I just made up. So I think we're going to all be able to come to an understanding that we can all have different views and also be cool. Again, I know it's never been done, but I think we could do this next week. So, because again, we can interpret data through our own experience, and we're all here at this live, and we all are here at the same time, but we're all having different experiences at the same time. And I think people forget that just because we're all here and I had an experience this way, doesn't mean that the person sitting across from me or above from me had the same experience, even though we were here together.
Angela, that is very well said.
Yeah.
Thank you. So next week, Arthur versus Andy versus Angela. Who's going to win? We all know it's going to We're going to come to
man.
believe whatever you want, as long as it doesn't hurt you or other people. And we have to be able to be respectful of that. And I think we're going to have, because I think I got some other things up my sleeve. So if you're free next week, come join us for the album release party, and we'll see if we'll pop it in there.
Next week I'll be traveling, so I know I won't be able to jump in.
Replay.
Yo, Traveling Mercy's my friend.
So actually, I just I do want to. There's like a bunch of stuff you said that inspired me, that made me think, Angela. I will say this, and I need to jump out because I got to go do something.
Sorry.
But I wanted to jump in tonight. Is I believe in God. I believe with my mind. I believe God. Whether you're Christian, whether you're Buddha, whatever you might be. Don't get me started about how everything comes back to the Tower of Babel and everything else. All the world religions all have certain things in common. Anyhow, don't want to go there. Is God talks to us all the time. He talks to
Absolutely.
us. God, whether it's God, universe, whatever you want to believe, however you want to believe it, talks to us all the time. In signs, submodalities, coincidences, little things. You have to shut up and you have to listen.
I hear everything you're going to say, and I would like to qualify it as this as my theological point. God is, I'm going to say it like this, and I mean it in this way. God is a symbol of how you live your life, because that is how you are viewing that. Because what we want to be. Religion not necessarily is bad. There is good things. That is community. That is love. That is faith that we are going to survive. And we have bad things happen, but we will get through them together. That's what freaking species is. This evolution is survival of the group. And again, all I'm saying is, to me, whatever gets you through this life to the other side, that is what we're all looking for. So a lot of people have religion as that kind of God is that I'm using as a symbol, because my symbol is, you say God is getting through life, that is true for you. Whatever's getting through my life, that might not be God, it's something else. And even though it might seem very similar in experiences, it's not. It's definitely different, but it is the same, because you see God, somebody sees something else, but it's the same thing.
I agree. I could talk about this all night, but I think it's best I gotta go.
No, I know.
So,
No doubt. Brian, thank you so much thank you, brother. Love you, man. And let's talk soon in the DMs or whatever, bro, because I know you and I have a lot to catch up on. Traveling mercies, brother. God bless, man. And may the Lord keep you safe, man.
all right. Andy, thank you. Angela, thank you. I will see you guys soon. I'm going to jump out, but there's a couple people in the comments I want to follow. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.
We're bringing
Thank
it
you.
back.
Bye.
Bring it back.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so just before so we are gonna go another hour because I have a lot of requests here. I have a lot of DMs here. So there was one person I was gonna bring in. It was gonna be Rainer, and Rainer, if you're still here, I will bring you in. But there's someone that's been waiting as well, so I'm gonna bring her first, and then bring Rainer in, and then M95 is after. So just be patient with me, guys. Thank you for your patience. I just love how organic this is.
Yes.
So this one is Flo, CC Flo, and then after that, then it's Rainer, and then M95 is afterwards. So let me bring CC in.
The first hour was just a practice run. So it's going to normally be long, I think, because 2 hours is a nice sweet spot. But we're going to go an extra hour because we're feeling it. We're feeling the love, and we can't stop it now. That would be horrible.
All right, what just happened? Hold on. This is what I'm saying. I'm still trying to understand this new Instagram crap. Jesus.
It's all right. I'll take a class over the weekend.
Okay, got it. Okay, awesome.
Did you wash your hands in your face? I see dirt on your face.
I love it. Welcome.
Sorry.
I wanted everything. This is why we did this. Thank you so much for joining us. So why don't you share who you are? Because some of us might be new to you.
Okay. Hello, I am Flo CC. Flo kind of like run. I'm a spoken word artist. I sing, I rap, and I have a catalog of over 2,000 songs.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I know I've been familiar, but I didn't know if there were some new people in the chat.
Yeah, this is I think this is my first time on here, so thank you for having me on.
Together, so yeah, it's everybody's.
1 second. Oh, goodness gracious. My phone keeps going off. Had to put on Do Not Disturb. I'll share a new piece that I just wrote. 1 second. Aiden Mac. Gotta love the mom voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a 4-year-old myself, so I understand.
Who wants to join it? 5? Oh my gosh. They just want to come and perform. They can come on up. Have a poem.
Oh my God. No, I have a 4-year-old myself, so I definitely understand. 100%. I get it.
Daughters. I don't know. We can all.
It's being one of those days too. I'm like, it's Virgo full moon coming up, and I'm like, come on now. Can we get it together? I need a vacation. If anybody wants to cash out me my vacation money.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to work my own way out of getting into a vacation. So I hear you.
Okay, here we go. Is this just poetry or can it be a song?
It can be whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
I sang to open the night.
Sure.
It can be whatever you want. We're here showcasing you and this amazing thing we're doing.
Okay. I do not own the rights to this instrumental. I literally just.
We didn't do this. I have no legal responsibility.
Can you hear this?
Yes, it's great.
Okay. Just had to do sound check. Universe keeps telling me don't trick or treat as you flatline my frequency. I once loved you more than me. This ain't a game. Stop tricking your treat. As I crave to not recall your name, I see the lies busting through your teeth. I could care less about your day. With you, the unlight, it seems to seem as a stagnant soul remains. What a great defeat. Successfully, you creep, I creep on successfully. And if I was plain, you could call me Jane, but Mary would be my first name. If this was not a choice, I'd pop my brain as I pop some things, to ease what I crave. I'd hate to not know what is wrong or to use my things on just the right vein. Luckily, those things I can change. Waiting to feel my heart, thoughts and guts all twisted, not zigzagly insane. My mental state is all over the place. I must go. If I stay, I'll end up in a permanent place. Out my head, out this bad space. Oh, infectious, toxic space. Disgusting ways that I can see a trace. As my fingers are sitting here pointing at your face, I'd rather not taste. Poem bars storm.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm speechless.
Andy, we made it. We fucking made it. I'm sorry to curse, but fuck yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That was fucking incredible. You have to do that live, right? All the time. Yes, you perform all the time, live, right?
Oh
Thank you.
my God, yo, when you can DM me or Angela in the in the DM one of us, so we could set up an interview. We could do an interview.
We gotta interview you. Oh my gosh, I'm blown away. I can't even believe it. Thank you so much. I came in was like I totally just off the cuff to open it, and you broke it off. Oh my gosh, you gotta open it next week. You gotta open the house next time, because I was just but you gotta open the house next time. Seriously, you have to.
Oh, thank
I'm serious.
you. And I was like, I was just trying to write a piece that had like some fire punchlines. Like
it had some fire punchlines for sure.
And then I was like, wasn't sure because my voice is like for this range it's lower, so I was like, oh, I hope they can hear what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh! You were just kicking off the next hour.
Something in the atmosphere broke, so that was amazing. Yeah. Like whatever barrier that was there, you just broke the barrier. Like holy shit! Like
good.
Wow!
I got good tingles. Oh yay!
Oh my God! Like. Wow! Thank you so much for that piece. Thank you. Thank you.
For having me to share.
Absolutely. This is what we're here for, man. We're trying to create new bridges and really And this is more like it turned a great turn now. So now we have more of a there's more out there that's being built. So this is amazing. Like you doing what you just did. This has never been done before in any live I've done. So this is You just broke
we did,
something.
because it's not just poets and writers and artists, it's musicians and people who make the crafters, you know what I mean? Like, we're all artisans and we all need to come together and share, because we get inspired from each other's work. I get inspired by everybody's work that we're interacting with, and that creativity breeds creativity, and that's how I feel.
No, that's why what we do.
I was really happy to get away from graphic design for a little bit, because I literally made a cherry blossom tree petal by time, like petal by petal by petal.
Oh,
wow.
Geez.
And I'm like real over it right now.
Oh, God.
No,
wow.
I feel you.
Yeah,
petal
well, you put it
by petal.
Oh,
by
oh, wow. It's beautiful, though. It's beautiful because you have to put petal on petal on petal on petal. Yeah, but yeah, art. Wow. Yeah.
That is,
it's incredible.
Oh my God.
So, okay, quick question. So the time it takes to do petal by petal by petal versus writing what you just did.
Day and night.
Day and night.
I usually write. I wrote that in under 10 minutes.
Under 10 minutes because you just had it inside and boom.
It just flows. And then, like, there was another one I was working on. It's super short. It just says, minds we should flex. Facts to accept. Minds can't overstretch. Now get to step. You say I'm complex. I'm simple. Did you forget? Reduce your stress. I move with my own intent. Grow becomes your mindset. Quite a concept to not be more than fire poo on your doorstep. Traits of one who likes playing fetch. Wasting time living in these wasted moments. Now you're the one that's become overspent. Flooding into what hasn't happened just yet. Toss your bone up to God, being dog. Now I need to heal. Is your name even real? Hi, I'm growing. Have we met? I'm gonna keep it real. You're good. For I fought and you slept, surprised to see I'm not so upset. Finger almost pulled, and I may laugh like a mouse, and you can't come to my house. Here's your truth to spill. You'll always be a rat. Chasing pussy, you a cat. Unsigned this deal, let me hold you as a flashback. Patience I've had is unreal. PTSD from being a doormat. It plays this mental reel. I'm pretty, and you can't touch that. Keeping moves sealed. Because you turned my glossy shine into matte.
Wow.
Wow. That end line, glossy to matte. Wow.
Wow.
That's the boom, because that's the thing. That's the whole.
Yeah, you know what? I want to take all my pieces. I just want to burn them all. It doesn't matter.
I know, right? I feel like a kindergarten kid here now. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Got school for sure. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We're honored. So, Andy, before we have her leave, because I know we have more people coming in.
There was a question somebody had.
Yeah.
Oh, they are origami petals. Good eye.
Yeah.
Those are origami petals. Because I was making the sakura tree, which already has like the Japanese cherry blossom. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
So,
Thank you. Wow.
Thank you for having me. Love.
Absolutely.
Just follow me and just DM me after this if I don't do it right now because my child's taking too long.
No, it's okay.
No doubt.
Take care of they go. We thank you so much. You'll hear from us. We're in touch. Don't worry.
Yes. Bye. Wow, that has been an interesting live. Holy shit.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, I'm one lucky son of a gun. I'll tell you that. It's been a very lucky week. I'll tell you that. Even though everything's been off the hook bad, I still got through shining, and we're just being the talent coming through.
Amen. Amen. Yes. Yes.
Come on, Andy, just bring them in.
Okay.
I can't wait to be
so
surprised.
next one is Rainer. That's the next person.
Yes.
And then after that is M95.
All right.
Wait, Angela, real quick. How do you do that thing where, let's say, if I don't want to show myself quick, I have to use the bathroom?
So there is at the top of your screen, I have a microphone and there's a no camera. Just hit the no camera. And it's okay. So, like, I hit this and I'm gone. I'm gone.
Okay. Cool. So I'll be right back.
Okay. So Andy's actually leaving. I thought.
No. I just have to, because I've been holding this since like the last hour. I can't hold it anymore.
No, Andy, you're fine. I thought our friend wanted to cover up, and we were just teaching a class. I didn't know I was teaching you. Sorry.
No.
Right,
oh my God.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, and welcome so much, and thank you.
Thank you. I actually thought it was a complex. You both disappeared on me as soon as I joined.
I know. We all left. I thought I was teaching because I'm in my day job, which I'm not saying I'm trying to leave because I do love what I do. obviously I mentioned a couple times I co-taught biology, and during COVID, talking to blank screens is a thing I've learned how to do. So I'll talk to a blank screen. So, but we don't have to. I'm happy to see you. So share. Let me stop talking.
I'm a poet from Australia. I've got a couple of books out. First one was released in July 21, and the other one just came out in January this year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question about both of your books?
Certainly.
What's kind of like? They're obviously connected, but how are they different? Like, what's the theme difference, or is it just like kind of a continuation?
It's the continuity of the journey. The first one took me. I sort of spanned my life for the probably last 30 plus years. Mm-hmm. The first one took me X point, and then the next one took me to about a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh wow! And could people get that on? Where can people get copies of your books? Amazon or
yeah, store? Amazon, Barnes and Noble, or Balboa Press.
I love a Barnes and Noble. I do. And I apologize. What part of Australia are you from? Because I've actually been to Australia. I've not been very far, but I've been to Australia, believe it or not.
I'm from Melbourne.
Okay.
Melbourne,
that's not where I went.
But
tell me about Melbourne.
Very, very cosmopolitan city. Very, very multicultural. You can walk down one street, eat a dozen different nationalities right next door to each other, cooked by authentic chefs from native countries. But the quality is probably better than in their native countries. For example, in Asia, when I was traveling through there, I could eat better Asian food here, mainly because the quality of produce and the quality of the produce and the chefs were authentic. So very blessed here to have that.
Yes, that's incredible because I went to because the reason I'm bringing this up because I do have another follow-up question for you. So I was a people-to-people student ambassador from going into 8th grade into 9th grade for some reason. So we had 3 weeks. We did 2 weeks in Australia, one being in Sydney, one being in Brisbane. And then we did 1 week in Auckland, Australia. And I'll tell you what, I haven't left my house in like 20 plus years, but I got to have this incredible experience when I was way too young to appreciate it. But the one thing I had to bring up and ask you is, have you ever been, there was the most incredible place, because we couldn't go to the Great Barrier Reef at the time. It was called Tangaloo Island, I think.
Tangaloo Island.
Yeah, I had the most incredible time there. I met a bunch of, because you talked about the immigration coming into Australia. So there was a whole multicultural group from that Southeast Asia area, and some also native Australians all in the mix. But it had the most incredible experience. It's just a gorgeous area. You're familiar. Can you please tell everybody about it? Because I don't remember. That was a long time ago for me.
So I spent 10 years around this continent on a motorbike riding with the wind, with no schedule, no plans. And I was living amongst the people. So there's probably not many parts of Australia that I haven't seen.
And then for people who don't know, this is what we're hearing and experiencing through this experience in the book too. Is that what's really highlighted here?
Yes, it's although the book's probably some of my personal journey through losses, through love, through losing of loved ones to the other side. Sort of the journey through growth. But the first one is called Life, the Journey of the Soul. And the second one is called Growth, Enlightenment of the Soul. So it's that inner journey through as I traveled around.
I hear the word growth in the second title, so it sounds like there's something going on. So you want to share something. Are you sharing something from one of your books, or are you going to share something else?
Matter of fact, I'll share the very first poem from my first book. And
perfect.
This was a very first poem I ever wrote. Wrote it back in 1990, right?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It was the reason I read this piece is it was a very key turning point in my life. Prior to that, I was a very extroverted I am an extroverted person. And prior to that, whenever life hits you down, my energies were expended externally. Then came along this relationship that it was short, sweet, intense, but it started to make me look within. And that's when I started writing purely for my own purpose, for my own healing, but then decided to start publishing these pieces. And this poem narrates that relationship, that whole encounter. It's called A Mirror of Time. In that crowded room, I looked deep into her eyes as she did unto mine. There she stood in all her radiant beauty, a goddess in earthly form, an image which drowned the crowd to oblivion, a state of non-existence. Captivated, I stood, my legs could run no more. As our eyes locked on, there was a glimpse of recognition of a time way back when, at the start of creation. A strange chill ran up my spine and slowly spread throughout my being. What was this strange feeling? Who was this mystical being? Why did my feet stop moving? Paralyzed I stood, no alternative at hand. Where was the world I once lived in? Where did it all go? As the trembling subsided, slowly in time we settled in fine. The more I gazed into her eyes, the deeper I was drawn to depths unknown unto this time. Our individual worlds ceased to exist. We could not resist. Who was this lady with the clear blue eyes? In her eyes I saw many reflections of times so long ago, of love and hurt, of joy and sorrow, the many dreams of yesteryear. At first, it was far beyond my understanding. Then I looked much deeper. It was then I realized I was looking in a mirror at my own true self. To the very core of my being, masked until now. Yes, she faithfully reflected the very desires of my heart and soul, built upon layers through a river of time. To some be the soulmate, to others a twin flame. To me, she was a mirror, reflecting the totality of time, where good and bad, love and hurt, the yin and yang, all truly one and the same. Reflections of a soul's journey to a center of centers, a pure nirvana. A universe within a universe, all within the course of time. At this point in time, I clearly see those clear blue eyes, like a sparkle in a clear big ocean. She showed me my river, the river of time.
Wow, I love that. That is, that's, wow.
Yes, I love again that you continue to refer back to the blue eyes, and then you hit it right there at the end with the river of time, and it just seems.
I love that. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Super transcendent, and that's the first one, and that's just the first one, Andy, in the first book. Right, this first one in the first book that you wrote, first poem ever wrote, written.
Correct.
So you know you're going to go even higher from here, and this is where you started. Wow, thank you so much.
And that was written back in 1990.
1990.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a totally different time. I'll tell you that. 1990.
Yeah.
So much happened in the 90s, especially early 90s, going to mid 90s. That was a great wow.
Yeah, and I guess the point with that poem is that you people come into your life and they leave, and some of those key relationships, they might be short, they might be sweet, they might be intense, and it might leave you absolutely shattered and heartbroken. But some of those experiences can change your whole life around.
Absolutely, and sometimes it happens in an instant, and you didn't even realize it.
Yes.
You just happened to be somewhere at one time, and that person happened to say something to you at that one time, and then boom, totally different life.
The other thing that whole encounter taught me was we go searching. We search for a multitude of things, gratification in many ways through life. The night I met this lady, we were watching a live band. It was a crowded bar, packed, hundreds of people.
Do you remember the band?
They were called Captain Spaulding. They were a local.
Stop it, Captain Spaulding. Yeah. After the from the horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That's incredible. Keep going.
So I was watching. I was at the very back of this bar. She was right up the front. It was hundreds of people between us, and somehow she turned around, and out of all these many hundreds of people, ours connected, and the rest of the room exist, and we connected. Yeah.
Boom. instant.
Yeah.
And even though it may have been a flash, as you say, it will be a flash that will be forever felt and forever burned into you and also her.
Yeah.
And now also us for sharing that. Like now that brief is now forever ours. Like we get to experience that, boom, because you shared that with us. So again, we connect with the ones that we've had, or we make it our own, because we all want to have that feeling. Whether we all want to have that, and you got that. That's incredible. Even if, again, they might be gone and it never is again. But I tend to believe that I'm in control of nothing, because the universe is chaos as is. So I cannot help but just let it happen and wash over me. I can only control myself and what I do. I can only control how I interpret what happens to me, because I can't control those things. That the chaos, I believe in chaos, Chaos.
Absolutely correct.
There's order
Absolutely
in chaos.
correct. Yes.
I just tell myself that. That's why my room's so messy.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely correct. And
Well,
when you least expect it, the universe always brings you what you need.
And you brought, and on a cellular to spiritual level, that's why we're all here again tonight. And
amen.
So much. And we got to have these people come back. But Andy, you said there was somebody next on the live?
Yes. I have 2 more people on the line.
Facebook, Amazon, all that. We'll put that out.
Yes.
Thank you
we're
very
here
much
not just
for
to do
allowing
stuff,
me
we're here to
on
support
this.
each other.
Thank you very much.
It
was a pleasure joining you both. God bless.
Thank you. God bless you guys. All right. Okay, so this has been an intro. Wow. Okay, hold on. Whew, okay,
Andy,
next one is M90.
I can't believe I talked to a person who knew Tangaloom Island. That was like such an incredible experience.
See, I don't know anything about that, so I just learned something today.
Again, this is why I love what we're doing, because we just talked to somebody on the other side of the planet, and they shared an incredible piece that we wouldn't necessarily get to an opportunity to do so. So that's why the virtual coffee house is such a great idea. And thank you so much for joining us. Who do we got now?
Hey.
Who did you pull into the room?
Hi.
M95.
So,
right.
Yes. So first of all, a very good morning from India. 9:45
What time
a.m.
is it? Please tell me what time.
9:45 a.m.
Wow.
Well, I'm at 11:17 at night, and so thank you for spending your morning. It's a coffee house, so you can be having a coffee breakfast with us, or tea, or whatever. You can have whatever you want at our coffee open house mic. Some of our friends might be having an adult beverage. So, what will you be sharing with us today?
So there are 3 short pieces. Okay, but before that, the content that has been coming from the last 30 minutes. Now I am getting nervous.
No, don't. No, listen. The only person who is allowed to feel uncomfortable is me.
I have been a fan of Brian Edwards.
I know.
I have been a fan of Raina.
Mm-hmm.
His voice, his modulations, he is epic.
Legend. Legend.
And even though you're a writer, sometimes you come across writers, you come across poets who make you feel that, okay, am I even writing?
Yeah.
Or
is this even good for anybody? No, like you just throw it right away. But again, I think I know he's not here to debate it, but I think he feels exactly the same way as all of us. We all feel the same way. I always refer to anybody who does bowling or golfing. I bowl and I bowl terrible. You're gonna hate yourself because it's so precise to bowl 300 or hit a hole in one. You can't help but just hate yourself because you're just never gonna ever really achieve that perfection. But let's hear from you, because that's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, he's a legend. I can't believe we had an exclusive too, and he dropped a live one on us. That means something.
Okay, so I'm working on a debut book of mine, and it's titled Infernal Love, and here is to the first piece of that book. Okay. It's titled Whisper Love. Questions. Thousands of them. Like a clot in my brain. My eyes are bloodshot, not with lack of oxygen, rather in rage. Answers. None that justify, like a starless night within and blinding brightness outside. I secretly fed death behind closed doors, forced to let life win. Pages, some filled, most blank. As I flipped them one by one, the past flashes like a nightmare. Moon that screams as my soul feels like a torn page. Books, overflowing with tales of our wistful love. The ends incomplete, waiting for me to shed ink, seeking justice indefinitely. Breathe, my soul screams loud. It gets nothing but suffocating, and amidst all this chaos, something still keeps me alive, holding me firm as I walk on paths unguided. Believe in the only Supreme, who creates all and is serene. I rest my forehead at those divine lotus feet, sleeping in peace with my mind at ease, not just breathe, but I now exist. That's it.
Wow.
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 I
Wow. I relate to that in so many ways. Like when you're going through stuff behind closed doors like that, it's just the way you described it. It's like questions, and this is what's in my mind. How do I? It's like the whole bloodshot red eyes. That is just like sleepless nights is how I took that. Because when you have a sleepless night and your mind starts racing and racing and racing, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? But yeah, there's this thing, this touch or something that hover over me is telling me, listen, it's gonna be okay type of situation. And like I love the way you describe that, because I know what that feels like. You know how you go through something, but you don't know how to explain it. You don't know how to really like you don't know how to describe it. But basically, that's exactly what you just did. And wow, amazing piece, brother. Like that's exactly what it feels like.
Back to what some of our previous poets had said, that we sometimes when we can't express it, it destroys us because we can't communicate what we're feeling. So seeing what we're feeling through other people's voices, because again, that you're writing it, us reading it is a collective experience. Thank you so much for sharing, because I don't think a lot of us have the opportunity to really get to hear from our person who's having a breakfast coffee house with us. So, Andy, I know you're trying to get us going with how many more people have requested?
As far as requested, I have one more person, and then I have pieces that someone has sent me.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do the last reader. Let's do the pieces somebody had sent you, and then let's get this coffee house kind of wrapped up because it's almost midnight for us.
Yeah.
I know you're just starting your day, so thank you for telling us the future as well.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Let us, yes, please.
If you don't mind, let me just go with another piece that is again into that.
When you said that was it, I didn't realize. I thought, no, you have the mic. Continue, please. I apologize. I thought you said when this is it, you were done.
No, I get that. Okay, before I read that piece, I also write 6-word stories. So let me just share one with you. Hope hanging limply from fringed life.
I don't know how we could do. I can't do a 6-word story. That is a talent. That is a intelligence level I cannot express. When you have simple complexity. Yeah. I'm just complex messity, but simple complexity. That is the 6-word story, man. I'm gonna try and practice that. Maybe that. Do you write many of them? Like, how many 6-word stories do you write at one time? Is that like just one and you walk away, or you get like 30 of them out in one time?
So by now I have written around 35 to 40 6-word stories.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
And like what I try to do is, like, if there is a paragraph that I want to condense down, I try to write a 6-word for it, so it comes automatically.
That's awesome. It's almost like that's something you can utilize for other poets too. Like if I write something, can I take 6 words and really punch in what this is all about? Thank you for that. I mean, that's really kind of a good challenge for us as writers to utilize that. So the 6-word story challenge, Andy, we're going to have this person here again. Can you share our friend? I think somebody missed the handle again. How can we follow you if you don't follow
So
already?
it's M95_rights, right? Am I correct?
All right. So we're going to have to have M94_rights join us for a 6-word story challenge coming up. I think we'll have to talk.
You just inspired. All right, so I guess in the DMs, hit us up, whatever, and we'll talk more. You just kind of inspired something, so thank you.
Absolutely, that's what we're doing here tonight. All right, so we have one more, and then we'll do some wrapping it up.
Okay. So who loves maples? Maples? Like, I think everyone is fantasized by them, right? So this piece is titled as The Last Maple.
Okay.
And here is how it goes. Out there, it's a bright sunny day. Yet, not a single ray of hope my soul could see. I wear a cloak of life, hiding the dead inside me. Winds dancing, trees singing, birds chirping. Everything is alive around me, but nothing breathes inside me. Looking outside the window, I see an old tree. The maples now turned yellows, all lying on the ground, except the last one. The being of which keeps the tree alive. A humid air of disappointments passes by, giving a sweet peck to the dream catcher. A message these winds have for me. To wish for a miraculous cloudburst of hope. To wish a reincarnation for my dead soul. Alas, how could the dead wish for a life? And then, something breathes life back into me. My monochrome soul starts to see colors of love. Like everything around me was an eavesdropper, hearing the weeping confessions of my dying soul. Gathering myself, I look back around, alive though I see for what I sigh. The dream catcher on the window, its feathers are now brittle, unable to take even the most gentle breeze on self. And the tree over there, just like a burning candle. The last maple falls down on the ground, akin to the welting max. Everything around me burns down to ashes, so that one day I could tell the story. The story of a dream catcher. The story of the last maple. The story of the burning tree. The story of how life sacrificed to death so that I could live to tell the tale of life. That's it.
Wow. Brother, thank you so much for sharing your pieces with us, man. Thank you.
Yes. Unfortunately, we got to get another friend on. We would love to have you back to discuss that and more. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, brother.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
All right. Wow, we went international tonight. Whoa.
Super international. All across the globe. We're killing it. We still have more friends that are joining us. So I think, Andy, you're pulling somebody in to share it.
I feel bad that Maria couldn't join us, man.
I'll
she didn't
talk
have the
with
latest.
Maria. Well, maybe we'll bring. Hey. Oh my gosh. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
How are
Hello.
you?
Another Australian here.
Oh my gosh, and what part of Australia are you from? And do you know Tengaloo Island?
No, I don't know. Although this week I was learning about Thursday Island, and I really want to go there one time. My name's Penelope. It's nice to meet you.
Of course. we're just on cloud nine, Andy and I. Thank you so much for coming in. Like, this has been even better.
Been a wonderful show.
Thank you. It's been a shit show to be like, just to get all the kinks out. Because again, opening night, you're gonna have it. But Nav, she settled the ship. We had the amazing Brian Edwards, who has been the leader for all, and then just we had incredible international friends join us. Because what time is it there for you?
I don't know. It's the afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock.
It's okay. You don't have to tell me the exact time. I just again, the future is live and well, friends. What time?
It's 3:20 p.m. on a Saturday.
Oh my gosh! Saturday afternoon happens, friends, and it's bright, and it's from Penelope. Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
I might like so. This is the poem that I DM'd you, Andy.
Okay.
I just thought as the show went along, I thought I might come up and read it myself if there was time.
That's perfect. That's fine.
We had a horrible
it's a double up. This is the same thing I sent you in the DM. I guess I wanted to read it based on really early in the show. There was it the Black Widow poem?
Black Widow poem.
So
yes.
I guess I kind of wanted to share a widow poem of mine, and then I guess as the show went on, I'd love to share this poem with you. It's a bit long, but it's not too long.
I don't care.
Fine.
You have the stage. You can go as long as you need to. We are here for you, especially to honor this. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me. I think this goes well with a lot of the other pieces that have been shared tonight, which I have been very grateful to hear and learn of some new poets and hear some pieces by poets I already do know, and it's been good. So this is called Phantom, a Fantasia. Hyper bright, red star, shine on midnight black. Green comet flying has been seen at times by daylight. Her dull edge gutters in shadow, shifting under a street lamp. Yellow bulb, sick. No light line cuts to the stone lying by her feet. Paradolic variancing, the mind imagined dancing. The body ran mad into the quiet dark, the woods, as they say. Rabbits run with ragged word sacks held in grasping hands, the past, as they say, dragged into this clearing, rimmed with skinny snow gums swaying. We left them there, open to the air, the soft earth marked hooves, but not horses. You're everywhere dancing, except when you're still, just out there in the dark, free, winking round corners, spying on me. Bright lit spark up in the deep of my shuddering dark. You're intelligent, ancient, a brain star, patient. Lying in wait, a little concerned, still laughing, still angry, still have me in hand. Constellation, pushing off from deep muscle. A stuttering throat speaks. The stars weep their old sorrow. They dive in eternal joy, not in love with darkness, rather drowning in the directional lights drifting over mine as your face rises. A born miracle, a miracle born, an astronaut at launch. Into endless air I shoot. I'm leaving. More feels falling until I meet my mark, my kind, my wild man, more than half my heart. Sparks, air flew, gunpowder falls, shot through, metal glint of nuclear dust falls on our particular faces, ashen. I fall from my perch, playing alone. Backyard hyperlexic seesaw means I never fit the height requirement. They said go. They said you cannot ride, strange child. Hit the ground, not running, floating, a moment or a light year. Was that all? A distant speck on your glitchy radar, rushing in and out of focus. Metal bad, my mercury teeth tapping, ever knocking, never rapping, at your old chamber door. My face meets the earth, lips kiss the bloody dirt. Your first magazine cover, limited life, press poster size, first edition. Hair frozen in a wintry river, end of May, eyes sparkling, looking far away. Ready for when they write that long article, wondering about all the words you buried, barely read your open book, blurted out their own blurb, tongue slipped. They muttered excuses over lies, what all the rage back home even means. They're happy, right? Right. Hooked, aligned, erratic singers, the wooden boxes on the floor, a mess of books and lines, the shelves that surround filled with lost letters, read again at odd times. You leap from the water at my unfocused eyes, can't easily say now what I couldn't easily say, never, what we already both tried to say a million times before, forever. No line drawn will curve before will, beyond exhaustion. Ropes are bound, records played, some ghostly sound, something after. The same old unforgotten things stuttered, impossibly unbound, then gutted and went out. Don't listen now. Make sense of it later. In your own time, eternal. Although I pray too hard, it is sooner, earlier, for always. I remembered my dream today. You were in it. Evening, you were laughing. Ice cream speckled through your beard. Eyes shutters screamed. Heart broke open. But it isn't a picture. It's a feeling. We were happy. We were angry. About all the things that had pulled us towards, then under the outer fence of the playground. Tails flying, loose fur in the wire. That we were eating evening ice cream, even laughing in that old wooden town. Me on gate leave from the asylum, left in your capable hands. Later, alone in my room, a late raven. The next day, I heard children from the street playing, deafening the cause. A fellow incarcerate tells me of the sleep that follows cheese, tells me his name, Colby, and I still wonder if I misheard him. He taught me the word rumination, and I think of Daniel in the lion's den. All the rubbish in the gutters, whipped up, made wind puppets. You pluck my thoughts from the air, from behind my ear, the ace. Deftly cooling my spark, we gently sleep in time. Even here in my nightmare, everything has its place. And as they say, an elephant does not forget fast. The tusk that tore their ragged flag of memory a new hole when already at half-mast. I am still angry, knowing nothing much about much else, past the point of losing you. No single thing explained, so many things cannot be said. I am still happy, knowing nothing much about much else past the point of loving you.
Wow. Holy.
Such an incredible expression from the start all the way through with all of the images coming down to this. And I know that's absolutely personal, incredibly touching, because I know you commented on Black Widow Poets before, but I want to ask you a question, because I'm very similar to you, where I write very extensive thoughts where you know, when you look at it, you go, why is it so much? Can I please stop? But it just keeps going. You keep going.
Yeah.
There's a line that connects to something else, and you go, oh, but I want to say it this, and then I want to say this. So maybe, how are you, like, talk about your writing process, because again, I love hearing people who are showcasing your art like that. So what's your writing process?
That's a very long piece for me.
Okay.
And I guess the title, aphantasia is a condition where people cannot make images in their mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of interesting, I guess, for a poet. And that piece is particularly stream of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
It just sort of fell out. But most of my writing is that way. I often feel like I write when I'm asleep, and I'm half asleep when I write, and I sometimes come back on it later and go, holy shit, I wrote that. But there it is.
Yeah. So here's what I got to say about that. Is that we have the pieces like this, and then we have the 6-word story challenge. Like, we should have the 6-word story challenge. You got to write a long piece of that, and then we got to write a 6-word challenge for our stream of consciousness. That would be a cool alternate twist. Just thought of, because you said those incredible things about how you do that.
Yeah.
So we're just inspiring more stuff, but I want you to keep
love
talking
short
about
poetry.
Yeah.
I write a lot of
keep going.
Write a lot of short poems myself, and I love prompts for that reason. I actually I feel like my mind needs to be taken in hand, and so I can let it run. I can let it run like that, and that's a rare long piece that I am happy with, because I feel like within all of the mess, it ties up.
Thank you.
But
yes, absolutely. I agree with you.
In general, my writing just goes on and on and on and on. And so I like someone to give me a little bit of some rules, some discipline, you know, like this is a 29-word piece and this is the prompt, and I'll go, okay, you know,
so you're
it
not
helps
just a
me.
prompt fan, you are a prompt with the poetry structure as well. So it's got to be like a nonette, or like a nonette with, or I know you're just inspired by that prompts anyway, but yeah, I think it's very hard to do some of those forms.
Writing.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I'm thankful so much for you sharing that and connecting with us. Andy, you got to close this up. As far not close the show, I'm just close this out with this amazing Penelope, because I feel like I keep.
No, I don't have any more. Yeah, no. I don't have any more requests. Yes, absolutely. God bless you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for reading your piece. So much respect for you. Thank you.
However, we continue.
Would you like one very, very, very short piece? Well, fairly short.
Yes.
Like, it's not micro. But it's called Dear God, and I just would love to read it to you guys.
Yes.
No problem.
Before you do that, while you're getting set up, absolutely. We want to showcase who you are as an artist, because that's why we're here. So thank you for bringing up that too. Because I again, you're like, this is not necessarily who I am as an artist. So yes, let's hear it again. Why?
All right. This is called Dear God. Dear God, it's me. I'm sorry, I still think of you as in the sky. I'm sorry, I begin with another apology. You said once proper was good enough, but you know me. I sure always am sorry. Do you remember when all this started? Stupid question, rhetorical. I used to wonder if I kept you busy with the hair counting, and whether you made grave little beds for all the birds, singing to each as they woke. It was around then, as you know. Tell me, why do I even write? You know too well. But what do I know? We know this is not my first letter. I cannot remember how many. The leaves of a vast forest in May, the library on fire, rust covering the words. The hum of animals covers over my mutterings. So I won't say it all again. I write only to tell you, even though you know that I know. You make me laugh. The wheel turns again. We come out of the tomb. The sun crossed the moon, etc., etc. And so it is. Just like he said it would be.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Incredible. Thank you. Because again, yeah, an added bonus.
Thank you. I'm so glad to read that to you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that you got to share that with us. I'm so happy I got to experience that with you and Andy and everybody else that's been with us, whether they've been with us since the 5 minutes late Angela Murray show up, or, you know, if they're just, you know.
It's all good. Oh my God.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been great show.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh. I'm thankful for this. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So, Angie, did we have anybody else? I don't know.
No. So, all right, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll
all
let
right.
you finish up, guys. Thank you
Well,
very
you
much
can
for
watch
having
us
me.
finish up. You don't have to leave. You can sit on the couch while we're talking. You don't have to go.
No, that's okay. I'll say goodbye. Thank you.
All right, we'll come back on the stage soon, though.
I'd love to. Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. Okay,
So,
that was.
No more DMs might be good because we should be setting up our wrapping up. So
Yeah. So okay. So real quick, as far as requests, I don't have any more requests. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So that's it. We're done with that.
Wrap this thing up.
All right.
The last couple minutes I want to talk about tonight. Like, let's talk about what we just experienced. Freaking fire.
Yeah. So I had to. Yeah, I had 2 pieces, but I think we might have to. I mean, they're not that long though. Let me read this.
Again, we have less than 15 minutes until it's midnight. Let's do the pieces, then we'll wrap up. If anybody's too tired, they can go, but we're going to still honor those pieces that were sent to you. I want to honor anybody that sent pieces to us tonight, since we said we were going to go a whole hour anyway, and we can do that. So, Andy, you're going to give us those 2. I just didn't know if you want to wrap up tonight. Let's talk about next week, and then go out with those 2. How about we go out with those 2 as the closing ceremonies?
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's just reflect on tonight because.
So let's take a 2-minute. I'm gonna set a 2-minute timer. Tonight. Hopefully, people are also decompressing. Probably some of us are sleeping if we're in Eastern Standard Time. We know the future is well and bright because they came and they told us that we're on the right track. So, what are you thinking, Andy? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I felt like I went to like a warp zone. I went into this. Oh my God. Like, this is the most. There we go. See?
Yeah, that's right. It's like kind of nice. We're going to flip it off. Keep going. Yeah, because I wanted to put the timer on the screen. Like, this is what I wanted to do.
That's fine.
So, like, we're on a 2-minute timer.
I guess. Yeah.
That's for
it
me,
has just
Andy,
been uplifting. It's been very uplifting.
Part of the revolution, because we're brand new, trying to figure this all out.
But you know what? I like the fact that we had little hiccups here and there. That's fine. But I think that's good because at the end of the day, we're being raw, we're being vulnerable, we're being real. And listen, we fuck up too, or we messed up here, or things didn't go according to plan, but that's okay. And I love that.
I gotta say that you're absolutely right, because that's what it is. We learn from our mistakes. We don't learn from what we know. We learn from doing something wrong and figuring it out. So I love that we had that, but I guess as a professional, we both are. We're also a little bit perfectionists in our own right. We're but I think that's what made everybody cool, relax, and go because again, nobody should feel ever uncomfortable with us. The only person who should ever feel uncomfortable is me, and I don't feel uncomfortable even when I probably should. So if you're ever uncomfortable for whatever reason, I think let us know, because you should never, ever feel uncomfortable. That's the point. We're here to showcase you. And sometimes we have alternate opinions, and that's okay to express that. Yeah. And sometimes we have different types of poetry. And, oh, my gosh, that incredible performance. That put my little stinky show at the start to shame. holy moly, she's got to, whenever we figure out when the open mic is, she's got to open it. We got to book that incredible artist.
What is it? CC, I think her name was.
Yes, we're going to have everybody that was on tonight. We'll definitely put it. I'll talk to you after the show about some other ideas about that, but let's talk real quick next week. We're not doing an open mic next week. We're going to do that part 2 interview with, who was it again, Andy? Who are we interviewing again?
Arthur J. Wilhelm. And if you guys want to be part of the live, then you could do, we want to do a thing where, okay, you guys can jump in, ask some questions, Q&A. I think that would be a good interactive intimacy we can have. But we'll figure it all out.
Don't worry, we're going to schedule. We're going to do some good lesson planning, and we'll work on the format. Now, this is actually the second time we're interviewing Arthur, so it won't be a shit show wholly, because we already did that before. So this should just come in raging all the way.
Oh, weaving girl is Penelope's handle. Randall was just saying.
Again, we'll blast. You know, Andy, you're always good about making sure we blast out and promoting everybody that joined us, because that's the point. We had a lot of book showcasing tonight. Some of these, again, we had our first winner. I like Katz, our friend Miss Bear. She's going to be getting our first giveaway next week. When we have her next week, we're going to reward her. She's going to get a gift package, which again incorporates some of the stuff that, you know, we had artists share their books. We got to take care of each other. We got to support each other, and our art gets better when we are looking into each other's art. How do you get better writing? You got to read. You got to write and you got to read.
Yeah, I'm just on cloud 9 right now. This is better than, I think this is out of all the lives I've ever done in my entire life, doing these with you so far has been and especially this tonight,
we brought the community in like you said you wanted to. So stay on cloud 9, because I'm about to introduce you to read our last 2 pieces, and then we're just going to cut it off, because I know everybody, they're happy we did it all the way through, because we honored the people we needed to. But everybody's probably freaking exhausted. I know, again, I didn't sleep the night before. I know you had a crazy week.
Yeah, we broke a record. We broke a record.
This is my 4th record, you said?
We broke a record because, dude, we went 3 hours. This is basically, I've never did a live for 3 hours.
Let's get under 3 hours, because you know what I mean. But what I'm saying is, gosh, Andy, I was so good the whole time, and now I lost it. What I wanted to say was, next week, join us again for our interview with our album release party. Look for the theme of the week that's going to come out. Obviously, music may be related, album dropping maybe being youthful related. We're going to be looking at some kind of theme for our release party. I'm not sure yet. Additionally, you can come into the live, whether you can join us on screen or without the screen. That was so funny, by the way, when we both turned our lights off. And he was like, where is everybody? Our friend. And then, again, we will try and host some more giveaways where, again, we're supporting each other. So we're going to have some stuff from our already published stuff, our poets, and some other cool stuff. So we're working on building this, and it's brand new. And this is our 3rd time together, Andy, and it has been, each time's been getting better. So I'm looking forward to next week. So Andy is going to showcase, who is it 1 person or 2 persons with?
I have 2 pieces, 2 different people.
2 different people. So who is the first person you're going to read?
So I have alexander.freewolf right? And the other one was Carlos Medina. He's still on here.
Oh, can he? Is he able to come in and do?
No.
Oh, sorry, you're right. He wants you to close the house. So yes, let's close the house with those 2 amazing, incredibly talented poets. And if you don't know them, you're gonna get to know them tonight, because I know the piece that Alexander that you're gonna read first. That's like the killer piece from this person. So thank you. Andy, let's close that show.
All right, cool. So this one's called The Rocking Chair by Alexander Freewolf. Okay. Oh, loving chair, most dearest friend, oh, you've been shaped and smoothed to crackle such agonies. Your empathetic iniquities exist for no other purpose than to comfort the distraught and hold the weak. You've guarded me safely since I was a child. Have you forgotten how I'd nest within your mapled heart, wrapped in your arms like some battered beast. You, so grand, steadfast and sturdy in your plight to protect me. How loyal you've been, how true you are, both motherly and fatherly. Do you not know that when fear and terror still stalk, I can return to your faithful grasp without rejection? And, like decades past, you'll hold me and gently sway me sway to and fro. Now, I clutch and use an old but worthy rag and dust you often. And when when I'm pained, I carefully ease my bulky frame upon you. You grunt slightly as you awake, and you age body creaks out those lullabies that always kept me so very safe. Oh dear rocking chair, most truest comrade, if all things in this hurting world be dead and damned, and I can't bear to live another day, let me die in your aching arms, because it was only you that made me truly know love, rocking chair.
I can't with this writer here. I really can't. Just an incredible talent.
Yeah,
I mean, I love the rocking chair symbolism. I
yeah.
have a real strong connections with rocking chairs. The fact that I'm not sitting in a rocking chair right now is kind of silly, but like,
You know what's crazy? No, my bad. You know what's crazy though? Because my mom has this rocking chair from Nicaragua that someone gave to her, and like the parts of the arms are already breaking off because she had it for so long. But it's like I thought about that as I'm reading this piece.
Can I tell
like,
you, Andy? I have the same situation. My dad, we have a rocking chair at my house. I still do. I'm waiting for it to get to my. I'm not waiting for it. I'm not asking for it to get over here because we know what that means. But that chair is definitely mine to come to my home. It's like I don't know what the type of wood. I should know what type of wood. And we've actually had to re-glue, but we call it the killer chair because somebody's always gotten their feet caught on our fingers.
My God!
So it's just it becomes a family member almost, and that's what it becomes, a family. So again, our author here, Alexander, he did it. He did it. He brought it with a whole bunch of other stuff, and his stuff is just incredibly raw talent.
He's very underrated in my opinion. He needs more exposure.
I would say absolutely. We only have 3 minutes until midnight, so let's go with our last closer. Let's end it right with Carlos
Medina. Yes, but I just want to say one more thing. You said about chairs, because my father used to have this sofa chair thing that reclines. So he had two of them. He had one that was a leather one, and he had one that was made out of cloth. So the one that's made out of cloth, I actually have it in my house now, and I sit on it from time to time. My son loves that chair, and it's funny. Even though I know deep down inside, okay, maybe I should not get rid of this chair, but kind of learn how to let go. But it's one of those things like. That's that part of my life that, like, my father used to sit, go on his laptop, listen to some music, watch his movies, and that chair, I still have that chair I have it in my house.
Of course, Andy, and I know this is like a time for you. That's because this is like right now, and we're speaking through that chair and all that stuff. But inanimate objects become personal to us, and there's a lot of stuff with that, and being unable to let things go because it's not just a piece of furniture, it is a memory. It is keeping that person with you always. Gosh, don't bring this up now. It's too good so we got to come back and talk about that later. Can we end with this? I would keep going, but I think we got to be good with the time.
And I gotta
come back on and tell us bad.
Oh my God. Okay.
Thank you. She saved it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm recording this on my computer as well with the comments and stuff. Oh yeah, I love cat. Yes, I'll hit her up too after this.
Not your fault, Andy. That was my fault. I'm getting you off topic. That's my fault. I'm gonna put my mic off, close the show with this amazing poem.
Okay. So this one is called "Forever an Angel" by Carlos Medina. Okay. Because this is all right. I still remember that moment as if it was yesterday. I remember looking into your eyes, seeing for the first time magic in them. You told me to sit down and relax because you were about to tell me what you were about to tell me would change my life. Those words, "I'm pregnant," came to me in the slowest motion. I remember calling all my family and friends, telling them of the wonderful news. God, how happy we were then. Every single day, I saw that beautiful glow in your face. I knew that you would be the best mother a child could ever have. I looked forward to that moment when I would become a father for the first time. In my mind, I was already picturing me holding hands with this beautiful child, me just being the father that I never had. Ugh. Okay. It was that day when we went to the clinic and they gave us the bad news. I remember holding you tight and my shoulders being filled with tears. Although I was hurting so much, I couldn't let you see that side of me. I had to be the strong one in that moment. I knew that you needed me more in that time. I told you how sorry I am for it, and that was okay with me. As long as I had you by my side, but see, deep down inside, there was so much pain that I couldn't ever tell a soul. I still remember getting those emails from a website telling me your child is 2 months old, and so on. It took me 6 years to dig up this painful memory that I buried in me. All it took was looking into the eyes of a beautiful child and realizing how much I have inside. I know you're in a better place, my child. Everything happens for a reason. You were handpicked to be in the arms of the Almighty. Yeah, I can't read that.
I want to honor that, but we're going to have to come back because I just want to tell you guys. Dang, I got it right backwards. I wanted to say good night to everybody, that I loved everybody, but I wrote it back. I need to write it backwards.
That's fine. I
want to honor that, but I almost feel like we need to mic drop it out, and then maybe, because I know you had an interview. Can we bring him back? Can we have another one of those come through our pipeline?
I could talk to him. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to say this. So much respect for you, brother, for putting that, because I remember this is before me and my wife were married, but this is when we were, just friends, and she went through a miscarriage and stuff like that. So I understand the pain. Like that shit is like, because I think I said it last week that I thought I was gonna have a still baby when my son was born, and thank God, that didn't happen. But that's real, like, and that's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us.
I know, like, why do we have to end with such incredible pieces? I want to talk forever. So let me try again. This is not. Can we go read this? No, it's crazy. Anyway, good night, everybody. Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes. Good night. Good fight.
Yeah. We cannot go 4 hours, Andy. I know we could, but our audience cannot.
No,
right?
I know.
Come
so
to
guys,
the
thank
album
you so
party.
much.
Tell your friends. Andy, turn it off. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute.